Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Comment Burgundy Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary
all individually after the live stream's over. Thank you all for the super chats. I can't even see them. Almost 17,000 people in here, 11,000 likes. This is crazy. You guys wanted me to go up there and speak, and I did. You guys wanted me to, come out here. We're doing it. Everybody is hi. 17,000 people watching. Shout out your channel. Burgundy Blue Commentary. Burgundy Blue. Go subscribe to Burgundy Blue Commentary. Doing good work out here in Dalton. Really? Did you get subscribers from that?
Yes, I did.
You did?
Yeah.
That's
And
awesome.
You gave me a little courage to come out here a little more.
That's
Because I
awesome.
was scared to get out the car.
I mean, did you? I mean, anybody would be scared. Did you see the goons inside, circling me around? And oh man,
How do you do this?
I don't know. I don't know. I just, I put it. I just trust in the system. I trust in myself. I mean, I trust in that everything's gonna work okay. Hopefully. Who's gonna fight corruption if I don't? Right? If we don't, there's other people that just like me that do it. So I'm not the only one.
Do you know I've never heard of auditors before I met you?
Really?
I
never?
knew that
Never.
existed. You remember I was like, can I film you?
Oh,
And
yeah.
and you're like, I'm in public.
I was like, I'm in public. Yeah.
But I pray for you a lot.
Thank
So
you.
make
Keep
sure-
praying for me, please.
Yeah.
Please. Please. Thank you. Thank you. I really appreciate that because there's a lot of evil in this world, a lot of corruption, a lot of tyrants that want to do me harm. And,
I just audited the
You did an audit.
She just gave him his. You just told him about the First Amendment.
Because I think that's like me being me saying I'm a surgeon and I never went to med school, but I'm about to do operate on your heart or something. And
Right.
At least educate yourself. If you
There you go. Education is key.
That oath to uphold the law, you need to learn the law. So
You guys, and you've seen Chief Lacey. Wait till you see the next video I got coming out this Sunday. Pulls out his handcuffs on me. Another cop says he's going to throw me in the cell. All because I was recording at the police department. It was insane. I thought I was going to go to get arrested. It was crazy.
I couldn't believe you made it to Thornton Township.
I was here for depositions for another lawsuit I had from Berwyn.
I remember that.
I've been catching up on your content.
Thank you. Watch the Berwyn one. Crazy.
Oh my goodness!
got
And I
years
saw
on
you
it.
go to jail. I was like, I had no idea who
I
you
was
were.
not even worried about him because the only thing I said was, lawsuit, and this was gonna be so easy. Did he just say it? You said, well, you're gonna have to arrest me then? Okay. I was like, oh, he is a
When
hazard
you're in-
to the department.
When you're right, when you're when you're on the side of the Constitution, you're on the side of what's right. You're not worried about it. I'll beat it in court.
It makes me so confident and just speaking up like, what's the problem?
I'm waiting on the South Holland Police Department. Remember when they came here for me because I was recording in this building?
Yeah.
They came like instantly,
Mhm.
and I called them because Mayor Henyard's Tahoe. I was told, I read in the Lansing Journal, and some sources told me that that's a municipal vehicle for the Thornton Township, but it's acting like a police vehicle. It has police plates, lights, and everything, and that's illegal. So I called the South Holland Police Department to come check it out to make sure if it's a Dalton police vehicle, it's different. But what I'm being told is that it's a Thornton Township, and there's no Thornton Township Police Department. So how do they have a police vehicle? And they're not coming.
This is the township.
And they're not
We don't
coming.
have a police department for the
And they're not
township.
coming. Thornton Township. Insane.
I just pray that everybody get it together.
Yeah.
And like we have our seniors and stuff out here, and just like how we had to stand in the rain.
She just
and then
stepped
the guy-
down. What's wrong with her?
and
Just
then the
step
guy
down.
just said, well, if the Dalton residents came in, no, you don't have to be a Dalton resident to have a voice.
Right.
Our tax dollar, we don't get to say, well, pay their light bill and pay their gas bill. When they take it out of our checks, it's
Right. We all pay federal taxes
There you
here,
go.
and every single one, Thornton Township, Dalton, they receive federal tax dollars for their stuff. And so everybody has a voice.
exactly.
Everybody
You
has a
don't have to
voice.
be a resident in order
Did you
to
see when I was talking that she wouldn't even look at me?
get used to it?
She wouldn't even look at me. Not one time.
I have like a because I'm a Thornton Township night, Dalton night, so I have like this situation where I was like, I don't remember I remember her as a trustee, and she was going through the town really good, helping people. So I don't know what's going on now.
Right. You got to
like,
catch up on it.
Yeah, so I've been catching up.
I know. I
I'm
seen
like,
your videos.
to see. Oh, thank you. I said, man, tonight, like, it was chaos. I've never seen nothing like it, and I'm just praying for everybody.
Yeah.
But
She just needs to step down at this point. She needs to step down, do the right thing. All those trips to Vegas, the woman that was sexually assaulted in Las Vegas that she fired. There's just so many, where there's smoke, there's fire. So even though she hasn't been charged with anything yet, she's obviously doing something that she's not supposed to. You know, it's clear. When the reporter asked, you saw the video where the reporter's like, "Did you go to Las Vegas?" And she's like, no comment. Like, what do you have to hide?
I think I saw that on Fisherman. When the first time I saw it on Fisherman, I couldn't believe it. Like, is this happening?
It's insane. They came so quick from my camera, but when I trying to report a suspicious vehicle, they're like, they're taking forever. Anybody talk everybody in the chat talk to the South Holland Police Department?
I know the chat is. How many people you got in there?
16,597, 79.
Little old Dalton. Y'all don't realize how this is little.
Yeah, this is almost the population of Dalton watching right now, which is crazy.
Burgundy Blue Commentary.
She does like videos about what's going on here, right?
Yeah. And I went to school.
I saw her at the Village Hall.
Yeah.
I can't believe you got subscribers for that. Go subscribe to Blueberry Commentary.
No, not Blue.
Burgundy Blue.
Burgundy Blue.
Oh,
Burgundy Blue.
and you did you see my correction on your last thing? You were looking at Jason House, and you
Yes.
said,
I was a big mistake. I know.
Yeah, that was
a big mistake. What's up, man?
everybody.
Okay, y'all be safe.
We
Take
all
care.
gonna be
Take
First
care.
Amendment auditors.
Stay safe out there, guys.
You too.
Hey, what's up?
Be safe.
If you're uninsured,
put the blueberries in the chat. Good Sunday morning. John JC, go visit Blueberry Cups. Don't y'all? It's Sunday morning. I got stuff to do. Y'all not gonna make me be out here all day being long-winded and laughing, y'all.
Can I be recognized, Mayor?
You want to be long-winded? I'm just asking.
I'll make a mistake.
Yo, welcome to Blueberry Commentary. Let me tell you something. You guys really make my day. I appreciate it. Hey, Strawberry. Ooh, I love when you are in here and Jay Jones and it's Mocha Tees and it's one more person. Not trying to leave everybody else. It's one more person. They always, I think it's Tony. You guys always know about the area. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate you so much. Wait a minute. Is that a strawberry shortcake hat in your avatar? I love it. You guys, they used to have the strawberry shortcake little stickers in school. That was my favorite cartoon. Favorite. And I used to get the strawberry shortcake dolls, peppermint patty. What was the other blueberry? Who was the blueberry at strawberry shortcake? Anybody remember? Was Blueberry Betty? I don't remember. But peppermint patty was my girl. And then strawberry shortcake. And I just love them. And you could scratch them and they smelled like the scents. That you bringing back so many memories. The blueberries, but you guys are gonna have me on here all day. But I love when you guys come in here because you know the area, so you can give your perspectives if they're different from mine. So welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary, where we talk about what we want to talk about when we want to talk about it. And today we're talking about Long Island Audit. He dropped his police video, and I stopped the video. I was watching it for a second. And I said, let me go live right quick. You guys, excuse my voice. I'm not feeling too good. You guys remember when I was out there? Okay, this is such a baby. So remember I was out there the other day when the FBI came to Dalton to give the subpoenas. I literally just, earlier that day, it was like 70 degrees. Then the temperature dropped. I'm one of those people, if some air get on my neck, I automatically get sick. Anybody else like that? Like I could feel it. Like I have to, I could be naked as long as my neck has a scarf on it. I know it's weird. Please, if anybody, it's like when that draft hit my neck, I automatically get the sniffles or whatever. So that's what I got going on. I hate it. I was out there and I was like, ooh, I ain't got enough clothes because the temperature started to drop drastically. Just like this weekend, I think we got down, the temperature dropped. We were in the 70s and we were outside with our Daisy Dukes on. Now we up here, we need a dang on North Face coat. So excuse my voice. That's what I was saying. So You guys, I'm here. Just excuse me. I'm working at the same time, but I thought it was important to do this video because I was like, oh man, I actually can pinpoint some of the officers I grew up with in this video. So let me stop it. Okay. And I can give you my experience. Okay. So let's go to the episode. So basically, that's when I met Long Island Audit for the third time. I'm gonna tell you guys something that's happened. So I met Long Island Audit. We do not know each other. He's just a cool dude. I met in passing. We met. I'm a friendly person, so allegedly, that's what I'm gonna say. Allegedly, I'm friendly. Allegedly. But if I feel your vibe, I'll gravitate towards you. You know what I mean? Jay Jones, I saw you, I gravitate towards you immediately. Miss Hill, Long Island Audit, Shay, you know, it just depends on the vibe. And then some people, I'm gonna be honest. But I ain't gonna tell you who, but somebody is an elected official. I try to gravitate towards her, and I'm not talking about Tiffany Henyard, and it was very standoffish. So that's how I work. I'd be like, hey, you ain't got to, I'm a girl's girl. So you ain't got to cater to me. You do not have to cater to me. I'm a girl's girl. But it was like when I tried to talk or approach, it was immediately like, bitch, what? That's how she was treating me. So I was like, okay, duly noted. So I'm one of those people when it comes to vibes and all of that stuff. Okay. So and Mocha T, yes, I love, you know what I mean? Firm Fit, thank you. I'm one of those people, but baby, I'm gonna say I saw one trustee. I tried twice. I said, girl, that's enough. And it doesn't matter because you know what? I'ma still root for her because she is very smart, and that's where I'm gonna leave it. She's very smart, so I respect that. So and that's my point of view. Hopefully it changed later, but I've been trying. So you guys, so now I'm on what I'm on with Long Island Audit. So people are like, oh, in the comment section all over the world, on Shay video, on his video, they were calling me on his video. Some people had derogatory remarks. Long Island is really good. People over there, because he put we the people. He put we the people on his video. And I'm sorry, Long Island. I don't know anything about auditing, but that brings some weird people out sometimes, right? So he gets like certain bad comments about race. He never reacts to them for what I saw. He never reacts, and I really appreciate that. When other people played his video, it was like, oh, she's a groupie, she likes him, she's this and that. I was just friendly because let me tell you something from a person that's here. I'm here. So if I'm here in Dalton, if I'm here in Thornton Township, I'm here. Okay. These people have been rallying for this, and I'm not one of them. I'm talking about all the other people, Miss Mary, Miss Hill, Miss Sherry, and please, y'all, I'm saying Miss as a term of respect. I'm not saying it because of age or anything. I'm just saying Miss. All these people, all the trustees, Kiana, Brittany, Miss Valeria Stubbs, all of these people have been fighting for 2.5 years. To see people come in here like Tommy G, Long Island Audit, who else came? Jedediah Brown, shout out to him. Lori Lightfoot, even though somebody give him some money to even though they need a little coin to come here, they came and made a difference. Please know that. So when Tommy G civil rights were violated, didn't nobody around help him, not even the officers surrounding him. So now that we got Long Island Audit and the other auditors, Tyrant Terminator, thanks for going to Dalton. Thanks for going to Riverdale. Ooh, are you gonna go to Calumet City or Dixmoor, Robbins? I'm just so excited to see where else Tyrant Terminator will go. Because he's in the area, I'm assuming, right? He's in Illinois somewhere. When we see them coming to shed light, that's amazing, in my opinion. In my opinion. So y'all could call me a simp for Long Island or whatever they calling me, but it's the same. Tommy G, thank you for bringing money to Dr. Scott. You guys, thank you for subscribing to my YouTube channel and listening to me talk about Dalton. Shay, thank you for coming to Dalton. Late Night Crew, thank you for coming to Dalton and experiencing our culture. It's so many people that came to Dalton. So you guys, stop it. Not you guys, but stop it. I'm not gonna denounce Long Island Audit. I think he did something great because Tommy G had to give up that ID. And we can't blame the auditors. We cannot. We can't, in my opinion. Let me know your opinion in the comments. It's welcome. We can't blame the auditors. Blame Lacey for making this man pull out his ID just because he had just because he walked in a public building. Blame Lacey for not knowing First Amendment rights. Blame the mayor for bringing these people here. That's who you blame. No, I'm not saying Tommy G is an auditor. Hey, Brandon, I want to be clear. I'm not saying Tommy G is an auditor. Tommy G is just media, right? His rights were violated on camera. Because Tommy G rights, did you see any auditors come to Dalton before Tommy G rights were violated? That's what I'm saying. Okay. Tyrant Terminator was out there in the cold with us at the board meeting. Tyrant Terminator could have walked in the board meeting, got a seat. He stayed out there in the cold with us to make sure we were okay because he was making sure our First Amendment rights were not violated. And they were. Okay. But the trustees shut down the meeting. So I'm not saying Tommy G is an auditor, but Tommy G is the reason the auditors came out, in my humble opinion. When they forced him to show that ID and told him in the state of Illinois he had to show that ID, kicked him out of public building, told his cameraman to show his ID. That's why the auditors came out. Shay at Late Night Crew rights were violated with Long Island Audit in the room during the town home meeting. Understood. Okay, let's talk about that. And you guys know my love for Shay. I was in the front, as you guys, I don't know if you guys know, I was in the front. So I didn't know what was going on until you guys were telling me in the chat. And I barely know how to work my phone. So I'm learning. Let me tell you about that. Long Island Audit, I think, was concerned about his audience and what he had going on his stream. However, Melanie Jogsma and you guys, this is no disrespect to Shay. I think that was totally wrong. But I think that was captured for a reason. And maybe Long Island Audit and Shay could chop it up. Okay. Now, let me say this. Melanie Jogsma from the Lancet Journal, that's the one where Stephanie was like, he just hit, don't pray for me no more. He just hit this woman. Her First Amendment rights were violated as well. So picture this. You guys will have to be there. You were there, Mocha Tees. Shay was in the back getting violated. Long Island Audit was in the corner about to get in a fight. I saw it with my own eyes. I think he might have got it on camera, but they started crowding him, right? And then he got into it with what's his name? Michael Moore. I'm in the corner where Stan Brown is telling the groundskeeper, I think it is. He's telling the groundskeeper to take my phone. Okay. It was a lot going on in that moment. So this is my humble opinion. When Shay's First Amendment rights were violated, I do understand that Long Island Audit, you guys feel like he should have stepped over there, but it's sort of the same as Melanie's Jogsma. Her civil rights were violated, and she basically was assaulted when he knocked the camera out her hand. I didn't see nobody running over there to help her. You know what I mean? Don't take it as being please don't take it the wrong way. I agree. People should have helped Shay. People should have helped Melanie. But I think people were concerned with their own corners. Even when they pulled Jedediah in the back, did anybody come see about Jedediah? I'm just saying. Wasn't nobody running to go see about Jedediah when they pulled him in the back? Did nobody stop what they were doing? So that's my situation with and that's just my perspective. I'm just one person. Wasn't nobody coming to save nobody that night. Now, let's get back to late night crewing. And I'm sorry I'm not paying attention to the chat right now, but I want to address this. Let's get back to late night crew and Long Island Audit. I think I would love, in a perfect world, this is just me, that now the aftermath may be a collaboration on what happened, because I would like Long Island perspective from what he saw, and I would love Shay to explain what he saw, and maybe a lesson for the public on what should have happened that night. I'm just saying. That's what I would love, because I'm willing to bet everybody was on their own thing. Everybody was streaming. Long Island walks around with a camera on a stick in front of his face. I'm not defending that situation but nobody came for Melanie's. I didn't even see Josh, who's the other half of Lansing Journal. He didn't even drop his camera to go check on Melanie. So how is Long Island going to check on Shay? You know what I mean? If I'm making sense. Didn't nobody check on nobody that night? Nobody checked on nobody. Everybody was for themselves. And I think it was deplorable what the officer did standing in front of Shay, because that's a violation. You know what I mean? But we're going to continue this video, and we're going to be able to see how uneducated everybody was. Like we saw in this video, my friend I was with, she said, I just told the sheriff. She literally walked to the sheriff at the front desk and said, tell me the First Amendment rights. The 5 rights of the First Amendment. That's what she said. And I'm still learning. And he said, I don't know. He told her he didn't know. This is necessary for a lot of people. A lot of people. Hey, Hannibal, thanks for being here. It's a lesson for us all. Hey, Tony. You know, and that's oh yeah, Stan told somebody to take my phone. And you know who he told? Did you see, Tony? Did you see the Tyrant Terminator's video when he went to Township? And it was this real soft-spoken man with a headpiece, and he wouldn't identify himself. And he walked Tyrant Terminator out. Stan told that man to take my phone. He looked at me and he said no. And it was a chaotic situation. Yes, Hannibal. Jed was ready for the battle. He couldn't see everything. So I can't say, and y'all know Shay my guy, but I can't say that Long Island Audit was supposed to run over there and save Shay. No disrespect to Shay. It was who ran the show. Melanie phone got knocked out her hand. I ain't see one person move from their content. I'm just being 100. All I heard, I was on the other side of the room. I heard them say, he hit this woman. I didn't see one man, woman, or them that she, or they get out their chair to help Melanie when that was announced, or protect Melanie. So I really can't. I'm just saying, that's how I am about it. You know what I mean? That's how I am. Well, actually, my friend I was with, Tony, she walked over and asked the officer, and I think Mocha might have as well, if I'm not mistaken. But my friend said, we didn't know what was happening because we couldn't hear, right? So she was on the live stream. She said they're saying that the officer is blocking Shay. She got up out her seat and she literally walked over and said, "Hey," and she was real nice. She was like, "Can you please move?" And the officer told her, "I was told to stand here." It was a command from Thornton Township. So more than one person asked the officer to move, including Shay. And I think I'm so mad that they did that and violated his rights. But I think it was important for Shay to be there in that moment and get that footage because he's going to possibly come back to Dalton. And now he's going to know exactly what he's going to have to do. And I want to know those steps because we know Shay's not gonna call the police. He cares about Dalton. He's not gonna sue Dalton, but maybe he needs to sue these individuals for violating and the security guard companies. Now, let me tell you this: the guy that stood in front of Shay, this is my opinion. I don't think he was police. I think he was security. You know what I mean? But if he was police, where did he come from, and who's the payroll he came from? Let's say that was a Dalton police officer. Okay, why were you at a Thornton Township meeting violating Shay's First Amendment rights? So I know we're kind of mad about that, but I think that this actually might benefit Shay when he comes back. I actually do. You guys is anyone here like everything happens for a reason? It sucks it happened, but when Shay come back and they try to pull that, he don't have to sue Dalton. He don't have to sue Dalton because you know he's big on that. I'm not going to sue Dalton. He could sue the security company. He could sue the person that told them to stand in front of them. He could sue the person themselves. He could sue whoever payroll that person was on. Because that might have been because when I looked at it, he had a security guard uniform, but that doesn't mean he might not have a badge in another. He could be Riverdale, Dixmoor Police, who knows? Yeah, Shay might have something going there, you know, just being real. Just being real. Yeah, he wasn't a police officer. So that whole security company could lose their freaking thanks, Hannibal. They can use, and you guys subscribe to Hannibal is Hungry. I know Hannibal hate when I do this. Hannibal, I was with him when he was talking about DoorDash. Hannibal, I've been with you since you had before you hit 2K. That's when I came in, if you didn't know. Before you hit 2K. I've been there. And thanks for bringing me through the pandemic. I appreciate that. I appreciate that. So before I was like, why is this guy talking about Dalton? And I was like, this is my gig work person. Hannibal, you done got me a coin, okay, with the gig work. Long Island Audit sues people. He does sue. He sues the county, and he also gives money out, and he has testimonies, and we've seen it. He'll go around and give the money out from the lawsuit to the citizens because he makes enough money on his channel. And that's it, you know, and that's my opinion on the situation. I stand firm on it. I think what happened to Shay happened for a reason. And when he comes back, Shay, let them pull it with you. You don't got to sue the township if you don't want to. If that's your thing, you don't have to sue Dalton. Let's get to that security company because they're going to have enough complaints from your audience. Did you guys see Long Island? He was like 17,000 people watching. Did y'all call the police? Shay, when they block you again, 17,000 people watching. Like you had a huge, I think Shay had 10,000 people that night. 10,000 people watching. Hey, get the security firm name. Let's put that pen to paper. Let's start complaining. Because that was a command to stand in front of Shay. That was a command to stand in front of Shay. Okay. So yeah. Let's go to that. Let's go back. Let's watch what happened at Dalton. Now, this is going to be my perspective because I was very, very shocked. He went to the police station, you guys. So, you guys. The police station is a one-way street. It's in downtown Dalton. It used to be next to the old municipal building of Dalton. The old municipal building was like the first elementary school in Dalton in the 1800s, and it changed to the municipal building. But that building was so old. Remember I told you guys it looked like if you guys ever saw Gremlins in the 80s, remember the mayor when the Gremlins came to her door, she got on that little electronic that little electronic chair to take her up to her bedroom to run from the gremlins, and she went out the door. That's how Village Hall looked. It was not handicap accessible. It had no elevators, but it had 3 floors. So the only way for people to get their building permits was to go up the stairs in that little electronic chair if you had a disability. And it was a lot of stairs. It was a lot of stairs. So that's why I'm so glad the new Village Hall is here. So that municipal building, it's just there. It actually had termites, and they shut it down. So that's a little Dalton history. So it's right over there. That's why the new police station, if y'all watch Jed live, when he was like, this police station is just sitting here and it's never going to open. They basically slapped the old Melanie Fitness. They slapped the police station sign on top of it and just made it the police station. It has not been any work done in it. So right now, Long Island Audit is at the old police station. Okay. Thank you. Hit the like button. And thanks for everybody in here. Let's be here with a hat on that say freedom. Shame on you, sir. Shame on you. Okay. Let's go to Long Island video. Oh, I want to say a thank you. You guys, we got our first little YouTube threshold. Shout out to Late Night Crew. Shout out to Hannibal is Hungry. Shout out to you guys. Shout out to Long Island Audit. I finally crossed a threshold and it didn't take me 3 months. So we're going to get the ad-free YouTube thing soon. So excuse the commercial when it pops up, you guys. I got welcome to Burgundy Frugal. Welcome to Burgundy Frugal YouTube. We can't afford to get the ads off yet. We're working on it. I appreciate all y'all in the chat. Thanks for growing with me. Okay, let's go. Long Island Audit. It says, police commander exposed as a racist, journalist threatened with arrest for asking questions. You guys, this is Commander Riley. We're going to follow up with her on a later video. Allegedly, we're going to talk about some things she was involved in. Allegedly, when she was in a Chicago PD. If you know, you know. And it's a controversial thing. It was her support of something that happened that people are not happy with. And I'm sorry, I'll elaborate with it in another video. I just don't want to elaborate on it here. But yeah, if you know about Commander Riley, we'll talk about it later. Hannibal, if you're in the chat, great subject to talk about, Commander Riley. Okay, let's go.
Bum, you know that. You know, honey. You know all every racist people.
I'm not even white, man.
You know, I don't know what color you are. You're lighter than me. You look white to me.
Chief, I don't care about black lives.
Follow me, sir.
I can walk, sir. I can walk. I'm not. You're stopping in front of me. You're stopping. Chief,
Did I stop? Did I stop at a wrong area? Why did we get to talking about he white? You guys, I'm not even gonna be funny. 2 to 3 people were telling me that that night they're like, this white man is walking around, and I'm like, I don't know. I don't want to tell you. I don't know what he is, but I don't. Okay. So Sean, if you're watching, you do if you're coming here. Oh, Critical Smart. Yay. Thanks. Shout out to Shay. Yeah, Shay loves. That is Commander Riley. She's a Commander Riley. I think it's Inez Riley. Yeah. You know, it's just something. It's something going on. You know, it's something going on. I don't think she's a bad person. I'm not gonna say that, but it was a little controversy with her back in the day. Yeah, he's is Sean Puerto Rican? I knew he was like, you know, I knew Sean, you know, Sean had a little, you know, Sean, I don't know. I knew he wasn't white, but I didn't know what he was. Sorry, Sean, I know what you are. But I want to say this. Sean is 6 foot. He got to be 6'4". If anybody asks Sean how tall he is, Sean has to be 6'4". He is a tall man. That's why this camera look like this. He is tall. He come through with a black hoodie, some sunshades. He grows a full beard. He grows a full beard. Okay, Sean. Shout out to you. Shout out to your wife, Sean. I like your beard. Sorry, Mrs. Reyes. His beard is nice. But we don't see if she thought he was white. Now, this is a police officer. Isn't she supposed to, like, if somebody give you a description? Well, what is he? He's 6'4" and he's white. Well, he's not white, and you could sort of tell that. You know what I mean? He got a little something going on. You could tell Sean's not white. But let me put a picture of Sean up so y'all can see. I'm sorry. Sean, this is Sean when you see him. And he wears that baseball cap. He wears, you know what I mean? He's just really, but the thing about Dalton, you're going to stick out like a sore thumb. Just being honest. If I'm lying, I'm flying. Tell me I'm lying. Not to say it's not no white people here. Not to say it's not no Latin or Hispanic people here. But it's few and far in between. If you see them, they go in the village hall to pay their water bill and get their village sticker, and they out. You're not seeing no white people just walking around like la la la. If you do, you like, what they doing over here? Like when Spencer Cornelius came. Now Spencer Cornelia, now that was white. Now hold on, guys. Let me show you guys. Now this was white. I love me so. Now you guys don't follow Long Island Audit as well. But if you want to know some about more scams, stuff like that, people that are they undercover, they do scams and stuff like that. This is when a white person come to town. Now, Spencer that's when Spencer came to town, everybody knew. Spencer Cornelia is about 5'7", you know, and he has a good channel. I watch him a lot. He exposes a lot of stuff. It's really entertaining. But yeah, that's when Spencer come, everybody knew. He walking down the street with a camera and he's just walking around Moonlight Liquors. We know some up. Sean had a better chance, but Sean is really tall. He's really, really tall. So I just want to bring that out. So yeah, if you're looking like Long Island, Spencer Cornelius, and the other guy, he just came out this week with a video, Charles somebody, and he was by the train tracks, and he was really, really, really out of place. Spencer Cornelia, we're gonna give you a pass. You had a fade. You got a number 1 all over. That's the haircut. You guys know about the haircut. You get a number 1 all over. He got a number 1 all over. So we'll give Spencer a pass. Sean, you'll get a pass. But this other guy, he came just last week. I covered him. I think his name was Charles somebody. He was definitely out of place. So yeah, it is different if you're walking around Dalton. The population is like 95% black. I just have to say it. It doesn't make it right, but that's what's going on. Sean Reyes is a Puerto Rican name. Sean is Puerto Rican. Okay, so let's talk about this Chrome. The meeting is supposed to be May 6th, but let's not forget that the wonderful Goddess Watts, it reminded us this weekend, this Wednesday, Thornton Township has a board meeting. I'm going to put the date officially up. I think it's the 25th. Thornton Township has a board meeting. The super mayor is the supervisor of Thornton Township. So she is supposed to be at that meeting. So while people are waiting for May, don't forget she's supposed to be at the Thornton Township meeting. That's what I'm trying to say, Tony. You could tell, yeah, it's one of those. It's one of those. I'm going to be walking around at the next meeting. I'm white. Come on through, car thief. Yeah. Tony said he's big and handsome. Yeah. So he looked totally different. Isn't that crazy? Like if I went to Naperville or something like that, or Skokie probably, even though Tyrant Terminator, that's where he went, I would be suspicious if I was just walking down a neighborhood. Like if I go to Crown Point, St. John, Indiana, way up in Indiana, I just start walking down an Amish neighborhood or something. they would call the police on me. Like, so it's vice versa here. Just giving y'all that don't live here a little outlet. Okay, a little of how it's like. You think she's gonna show up at the Thornton Township meeting? I wonder. Good morning, Succeeding 2. Check your email. Check your email. I want to make sure I did it right. And happy belated, if you don't mind me saying that. All right, let's go.
You know, you are very racist people.
I'm not even white,
You
ma'am.
know, I don't know what color you are. You're lighter than me. You look white to me.
Chief, I don't care about black lives.
Follow me, sir.
I can.
That I know that part is edited, but that was ignorant to say for a commander to say. That was real ignorant to say. I'm sorry, Commander Riley. I'm not sorry, but that was ignorant to say. You're supposed to protect the people no matter what shade they are. You lighter than me. See, that's colorism and that's racism, in my opinion.
I can walk, sir. I can walk. I'm not. You're stopping in front of me. You're stopping. Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it. Put the cuffs away. You'll be making a big mistake, just like your mayor that you protect.
So if we ask you for your identification, give it to us. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
You can have a bomb on you. I don't know who you are.
We got a public lockup too. Okay.
So what does that mean?
Turn that camera away from me. Turn the camera away from me.
I'm not a racist. You are, ma'am. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today. Hey, what's up, guys? Long Island Audit here, back again with another video. Today we are at the Dolton Police Department here in the state of Illinois. We are here today, as always, to peacefully exercise our First Amendment right to film in public and publicly accessible areas, to promote transparency and accountability within our government, and to ensure that our public servants recognize our rights and treat us with respect. Let's get into it. All right, ladies and gentlemen, before we go inside the building here, let's take a look around the facility. We are still looking for the corrupt and tyrannical Mayor Tiffany Henyard. The self-proclaimed people's mayor is nowhere to be found anywhere in the village of Dolton. So let's ask around, see if we could find her. Okay, can you get your name and badge number, please? Yes.
Officer Gist, badge 129.
Gilson?
Gist?
Officer Gist.
Yes, sir.
No, I don't need any help, Officer Gist.
Walk around filming.
Yeah, I'm just taking some pictures and video.
First Amendment Auditor.
No, I'm a journalist.
Journalist.
I'm just a journalist taking some pictures and video.
First Amendment Auditor. All right. You mind just give me your name?
No, I'm not going to give it. Thanks, though.
That's perfectly fine.
Yep. You too. So this looks like the Tahoe that Tiffany Henyard gets driven around in by her security detail. Hey man, how are you? Is that your personal drone or is that police issued? Department drone? What's the purpose of the drone?
Purpose?
Yeah.
So we can be used for like searches for like fleeing offenders that might bail out of stolen cars, anything like that. Might, God forbid, we get a call about a missing child or anything in the area, and we use it.
Surveillance.
Surveillance, stuff like that. But we won't use it more like for surveillance due to Fourth Amendment Act and stuff like that.
Right.
Now there are exceptions to that, but
right. I mean, if we're in a public area, you can
stuff like that. But it's mainly for searches for fleeing offenders.
For fleeing offenders.
Yep.
Do you have to be like certified?
Yep.
Are you one of those officers that are certified? Yep. I would imagine you're out here practicing with it.
Oh, yeah, the only one practicing with it.
Right. You don't want to drive that.
I'm going to say he's one of the officers I would like to run into. You know why? He's answering questions. He's comfortable. He don't have anything to hide. He's just out there practicing with his drone. But I'm sure he got reprimanded for being so nice. I bet you he did. That's just my thoughts. But I bet you at the same time, he would be adherent to the law. If you were doing wrong, he'll take you in. If you're doing right, he wouldn't, it wouldn't be a situation where he would shoot first and ask questions later. That's what I'm hoping this officer is like, because he's just answering the questions. What you doing? A drone? I'm practicing with a drone. Yes, I'm certified. Like, what's the problem? He's just being cordial. You ain't got to be a kisser or nothing like that. He's being cordial. Yeah. Yeah. Thank you. That's what just welcome behavior. Just if he was lying, he at least knew how to fake it for the cameras, right? That's all I'm saying. Like, all that aggressiveness towards the cameras, it makes it worse, right? Side note, that house back there is big as heck. Is that a house or a building? This is the old side of Dalton. So this is this side of Dalton. You see those houses back there? That's where the Matthews were. That's where Dalton, the founder, was. That's a lot of the families. The Burgers and the Krugers were on the Castons were on the other side of Dalton. Just a little Dalton history. We'll get back to that later. But downtown Dalton, that's where they had the first taverns and stuff. And I'm just wondering if that old brick house was one of the taverns. Just looking at it from the view. Talking about this little brown brick house behind us. All right, guys, let's continue.
I think I'll fly it off and end up in a ditch somewhere, right? Yeah. Of course not. Of course not.
How are you?
Hey, sir, how are you? Who are you?
What can I help you with, sir?
Who are you, sir?
Okay, here we go.
I just.
What is wrong? You guys who don't know, this is Detective Lacey. What is wrong with him? All he said was, you walked up on Sean. And see, this is the problem. This man was talking to the officer. Now, this is me. If I'm wrong, I love you guys' comments. He's talking to the officer, and Lacey come out of nowhere. All his information is hidden. If you're in uniform, we're supposed to be able to see your name, your badge number. I'm like, look, you guys, I'm learning. I'm supposed to be able to identify who you are while you got a Dalton Police Department turtleneck on under your Super Bowl Sunday hoodie, right? But you're the deputy chief of police. You ask him who you are, who he is, and he returns the question, well, who are you, sir? And what do you say? Oh, here we go. Why? I'm the police chief. I'm the police chief. What are you doing here? Or I'm the police chief. Can I help you? I'm the chief of police. You've been waiting to say that your whole life, Lacey. Say it. I'm the chief of police. Why are you saying, oh, here we go? This is crazy to me. Oh my gosh. Now remind you, this is after you ran into Spencer Cornelia. This is after that, I believe. No, I don't want to say that. I want to say this was around the time of the Easter Bunny and Miss Hill. Shout out to Miss Hill. This is after you just, that $33.5 million lawsuit was just settled. This was after the rabbi was peacefully awarded money from the taxpayers for he was awarded money for the taxpayer for peacefully protesting Alexis Wilson. This is after all the Jedediah that came to town. And you still don't. This is after Tommy G. And you still don't get it. You talking about, oh, here we go. Okay. So it's no saving Lacey at this point. There's no save. You know what I'm trying to say is, you know, the First Amendment auditors are in town. So what's your beef, man?
Just asking you came up to me, sir, respectfully. I'm just asking who you are.
We're in a police parking lot, though. We're wondering who you are.
Yeah, I'm just asking who you are, sir.
I'll tell you in a second.
Okay. Are you the police chief, sir? I think I recognize you. You're the police chief that said that we have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois, aren't you? Hi, how are you guys? Mind if I get your names and badge numbers? You're a public servant, and I'm just asking you to identify yourself.
I want you to identify you. What is your name?
No, I know your chief has taught you that you have to demand ID in the state of Illinois.
First of all, I'm not saying demand, but let me say this to you.
No, but that's what your chief taught you. I know that.
You don't know that.
I do. That's what he said.
You don't know what personal questions or answers or how we communicate. You don't know that.
But your chief has a specific policy here that violates the Fourth Amendment.
You assume.
No, it came out of his mouth, ma'am. I can show you the video if you'd like.
You're talking to me. I saw the video. We're talking about right now at this moment.
Right. So was he educated since that video?
You're going to allow me to speak. We can sing the same time, but we can't speak the same time.
Right. Go ahead, ma'am. Go ahead. I was just asking a question.
Okay, so listen. Whether you guys know it or not, the staff here has gotten so many threats. We get it constantly. So if we ask you to identify yourself, our job is to preserve life.
Your job is to preserve life.
That's right. So we're getting threats. We're called all type of racist names.
So why does 6th Department officers? No, I heard you.
Oh my God. You know what? My dad, when I was coming up, my dad used to say, your mouth gonna get you in trouble. My dad is from Louisiana, deep in Louisiana, deep in from a small town. He'd like, you see this? He would point at it. He said, that's gonna get you in trouble. And what he meant was, okay, this was what I learned later in life was meant. You volunteering information. You just volunteering information. He said name and badge number, which you're a public servant. Just say that. Hi, my name is blah, 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 badge number, blah, blah, blah. How can I help you? What are you here for? Or is it something you're doing? That's it. That's it. You are going, you're just talking too much and you want to be right. And that's the problem. I know you're frustrated. Now, let me get to her side of things. I bet they do get threats. I bet they do. I see it when I be on the Super Mayor Facebook page. I see those threats all the time, and they be racial and nasty. They do. You're talking about our job is to preserve life. You don't have a good track record with that. So let's just stop it. Let's just stop it. The car chases, the shootings, the tasings, the hangings. Let's stop it. That's what I mean by you're talking too much. That's all I want to say. I agree. I believe they do get all kind of threats and stuff because it's weirdos out there that do that. I agree. Yeah, I'm with. Hey guys. Hey, I'm sorry I wasn't in the chat. Hello, Tanya S. Clark. Everybody missing this. Oh my goodness. Thank you so much. Everybody in here. I appreciate J. Jones, Matt, everybody succeeding. I'm not being funny, but it looks like a few more mature officers. A few of the mature officers been hitting the bottom. Yeah, you know what? When we were in Riverdale that day, succeeded, not us, but when Tyra Terminator took us to Riverdale, that's what I be wondering. Like, do they be doing something? Because, okay, I want you guys to realize these are small municipalities. And I'm going to say allegedly. These are small municipalities, so that's why things are not, things are a little more lax. You know what I mean? Nobody checking on them. They're a family. It's a little more lax over there. So I'm sure little things, playing a little bid whist in the back, watching YouTube all day. I'm sure those things fly. It's not like a job where it's like, you can't have your cell phone out. You can't go on the internet. It's probably like they said, the FBI was looking for disciplinary reports. You're not going to find them. It wasn't too many people getting written up in these areas. So, yeah, I'm sure they be lax doing whatever they want to do, and they get no kind of because these are pretty much easy jobs. Easy jobs. That's why you see, and I'm not trying to down anybody, please no. But that's why you see 30 police officers show up when somebody stole a Snickers. You know what I mean? Because it's nothing to do. It's nothing to do. You know what I mean? Or that's why you see Miss Kim, I'm quitting, y'all. I'm quitting when somebody walk in with a phone. It's pretty lax, and you don't want to get caught on camera not doing anything. You know what I mean? So this guy right here, he's flying a drone. He was out there by himself to begin with. He don't need about 7 or 8 officers to back him at this time. Okay? You know? So it's just I'm sure they do get really nasty comments. I'm sure they do. I don't think she's lying about that. Burgundy Blue Commentary. Unfortunately, there are a part of the followers of 1A auditors that are very nasty. And just about all of 1A auditors. Yeah, I've seen that in the comments. That's why I was saying I really like y'all know y'all give me with unhinged. I really hey Bill, hey Michelle, hey everybody, blame it on my head and not my heart. Oh my goodness, this is the first time we have 300 people in the chat. Please hit the like button, show some love, share it with somebody, and shout out to Long Island Audit for coming back to Dalton. So you guys, I see those comments when they were under my comments, because I'm just this little blue heart. And shout out to Super Mario Styles. He made my logo, the little blue heart. I don't know if you guys could tell it's a bee. It's really a bee, but I know you guys can tell that it's just a bee. And it's all the colors of burgundy in it. Thank you, Super Mario Styles. And he thought of that himself because he says I try to do commentary with caring. I don't know how good I am with that, but thank you. So anyway, you guys, so I'm this little heart just talking, but you guys know what I look like, right? But I'm this little heart just talking right now. Y'all, they be under my comments saying stuff. I'm like, I'm black. What Tiffany hear you say? I'm black. I'm black. Y'all black. I'm black. So I didn't know if y'all knew that, but I'm black. I'm black. So let's get back to what's going on. Unhinged. Y'all know I crack up when I see Unhinged. Y'all know I'm like, she's unhinged. But yeah, I'm sure they get all those threats. But who do we blame for that? Who do we blame? It starts at the top. These people just didn't come to didn't nobody think, wasn't nobody even knew where Dalton was. Who do we blame? Okay. Like what did trustee Ed Steve say when he said nobody said anything. I saw it on a couple of clips. Nobody came out here till she lied about on that WGN thing about Vegas. When she lied about Vegas, that's what brought everybody out here.
Dude, I'm just asking. You said your job is to preserve life. Why are 6 officers not patrolling the street and they're with the mayor?
Look, we're talking about what's going on.
Is your job to preserve the mayor's life or the?
You just want to talk and not listen.
I listen to you, ma'am. You said I'm asking you a question.
But I'm asking you a question first. You're not answering my question. So you ought to want to hear about the volatile, dangerous situation that you all are putting these officers.
Oh, I'm not doing that, ma'am.
Yes, you are.
I'm not.
Because if we ask you for your identification, give it to us. I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are.
You can have a bomb on you. I don't know who you are.
You could as well, man.
I got on police clothes. So you know who I am. Hold on for a second.
See, I don't want to be stopped by her. That's what we're doing on this thing. I don't want to be stopped by her. He asked you to identify yourself. You wouldn't. We done went through a 3-minute debate, and now you then said he could have had a bomb on him. And now you said, well, I got police clothes. Having police clothes on don't make you right. Having police clothes on does not make you right. Ask Sandra Bland. Ask Laquan McDonald. Ask George Floyd. So you're going to sit there and say, having police clothes on, you okay? And I have friends that are police. Now I pray for their safety. We didn't have to do all this, Commander Riley. The simple question was, and who are you? Why are you so defensive?
To hear this. This is serious.
Go ahead, man.
You have staff people that are scared to death of the threats that they're getting, racist threats. We've been called all type of racist names. This has nothing to do with the mayor. This is about the police department.
It has everything to do with.
I was looking to see if she was in the chat. I didn't want to say it. Ask Alexis Wilson. I got police clothes on. Thank you for that, Bill Mack. Ask Alexis Wilson. What is wrong with them? Shout out to all my mods. Thanks for holding it down. Thanks for holding it down. And you guys, I'm sorry, this is our first time having 400 people in the chat. I appreciate you. Please like, comment, and subscribe. Follow Long Island Audit. Thanks for coming to Dalton. Let's watch this video. She's talking all over the place because they left her hanging. Now she got to figure out what's the next thing she could say. Yeah, that man, he been packing that drone for about 30 minutes. Thank you, mobs. Thank you. Thank you so much. I can't see what's going on in the chat. It's our first time having 400 people in here. So thanks for holding it down. Mara, thank you. Thank you, Mara. Yes, Burgundy, always praying for the cops. Cop was just killed this morning. Chicago. I'm so sorry to hear that. Yeah, they're just people doing their job. I'm sure. I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. But can we say this? Not but. Rest in peace to that officer. That's always sad. We had an officer in my old neighborhood. We still have the blue ribbons up for he had got killed on duty. Isn't it always, I have to say this, isn't this why you should have a camera? And now because I'm doing this, I carry a body cam too. Because you got to have a camera on you. You got to have a camera on you. Just answer the question, Miss Inez. Name and badge number.
Listen, because I'm serious when I say this.
I'm listening, ma'am. Go ahead.
I am so serious. This has become very dangerous for the staff people here who are not police. Our clerks are scared. We have to literally walk them to their cars and protect them because of the situation that's going on. This is serious.
I'm not being funny, but y'all, I'm going to tell you, this is the police parking lot. That brown, and I'm not being funny when I say this, this brown building is the police station. You walk out that door right there in the back where Lacey went to, and you walk to your car. It is not that hard. Just walk them to their car. That's your job. Yes, protect the clerks. They're not armed. Protect the clerks.
You should take that up with the mayor, man.
I'm taking it up with you.
Why? With me?
Because you're standing here and don't want to. You're standing here and not want to show your ID, and you're wrong for that, sir.
How am I wrong for that? You didn't want to identify yourself as a member of the
but
police
you're on
force.
police property.
But
I don't
I'm
know who
wrong.
you are.
This is public property.
But still, police work here, though.
Right. So you guys should be safe.
So
Feel safe
you
here.
just have a slick mouth.
I am here to tell you today that your feelings are valid. Your trauma is valid. Your hurt is your hurt. I discovered.
I have a slick mouth. Chief.
I can't. Well, y'all know every time she come in, y'all know, hit the like button. Every time she come in, she makes me feel like this.
That I have felt the most connected and valued.
Let's go. So now she said what she had to say. She's going off. And hopefully Lacey is going to get, because I haven't seen this all the way, y'all. So hopefully Lacey is going to get her out the camera, because sometimes it's more damaging. And that's why I want people to understand. You're giving the auditors content. You're giving them content. You're basically giving him free content.
Chief, does everybody have to identify themselves? Chief, does everybody have to identify themselves when demanded by law enforcement, Chief? Chief, I don't care about Black lives. I can walk, sir. I can walk. I'm not. You're stopping in front of me. You're stopping in front of me. I'm not walking. I'm walking down the public sidewalk. I'm not. He stopped. I'm not getting in anybody's personal space. He stopped in front of me. Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it. Put the cuffs away. You'll be making a big mistake, just like your mayor that you protect. Right, do you have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois like you said in the video? Officer, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for trying to get in my way, for getting in my way, for me asking questions of a government official. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge number, sir? You don't want to answer any questions? Are you all tyrants?
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, just you got your hours in.
I mean, it's just right now it's super windy, so I'm just trying to see how it will hold up. I mean, it's super windy, but I mean, push comes to shove, we probably feel fine. That's just a system check.
Officer, why did you put your hands on me when I was walking down a public sidewalk?
So when I was over this power line, that was probably about 60 feet. So I mean, I could go up probably about 100 feet to the building. That's pretty bad up there. So I mean, the drone can take it.
Lieutenant Harris. Lieutenant Harris, why did you step in front of me and put your hands on me to prevent my movement, sir? Why?
Sorry, guys. I actually think Lieutenant Harris is doing a good thing right here. It's now Long Island. Sorry, don't shoot the messenger. Now you're at a point, in my eyes, maybe a little antagonizing him. He can move on to the next thing. Now, Lieutenant, sorry guys, Lieutenant Harris. I'm just gonna call him Officer Harris. Sorry, Officer Harris did not. She shouldn't have stopped in front of Long Island. That's wrong. I want to know you guys' thoughts about this part. Oh, I forgot to put the link. Y'all, okay, so we have 500 people in the chat. I don't know if I should put the link in here yet. I'm gonna figure it out. Give me a second, because I've never had 500 people in the chat. Thank you, and hit the like button. I'll think about it. Make sure you hit the like button. If you have something to say, come on up. We're respectful over here. Your opinions matter. Welcome to Burgundy Blue Commentary. But Lieutenant Harris, he's doing the right thing. I don't know. Is it wrong that he's ignoring him? Or is it the right thing to ignore him? I'm a little torn with this, because is it wrong for Long Island to keep asking him questions when he's ignoring him? I want to know your thoughts. You know, should Long Island move on to the next thing? Because I feel like this could be a little bit antagonizing. So y'all put it in the chat. Does he have the right to keep asking him questions? Because I'm learning about this auditing and rights as we go, just so you guys know if you're new here. Should he keep on, or is it okay for Lieutenant Harris to be like, I'm just going to ignore you, dude? Because we don't want him arguing back, right? You know? Antoine says, does the police move on? Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Antoine. Do the police move on? The police have to get a taste of their own medicine. Yes and no. Dave says, he was trying to prove how unprofessional he was. Thanks for that. It's his way to push a little with respect. Okay. He was wrong to ignore him if he just put his hands on him and now is trying to act like he's doing something else. Oh, okay. I missed that. Did he put his hands on him? I saw he stopped. We're going to have to rewind. Municipality, he has the right, but that doesn't necessarily mean it's the right thing. Thanks for that. I love that name, municipality. Truska says, it's wrong to not provide him name and badge number when he asked by the public. It's also wrong if he put his hands on Sean, although we didn't see it in the video. Really? Okay, I got to rewind that. The police should have acknowledged his wrong for blocking him. Okay. Long Island Audit is using his First Amendment right to redress his government. Okay. Malcolm X says we must antagonize. Thanks for that, John Allen. John Allen marched in the civil rights movement. I remember that, John. Okay, let's go back because I missed that. Is it okay if we go back a little bit? He put his hands on Long Island. Let's see. Okay, I think we were right here, guys.
Gonna arrest anybody, stop it. Put the cuffs away. You'll be making a big mistake just like your mayor that you protect.
All right, sir.
Do you have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois like you said in the video? Officer, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for trying to get in my way, for getting in my way, for me asking questions of a government official. Public sidewalk.
No, but don't get on nobody's personal
I'm
space.
not. He stopped. I'm not getting in anybody's personal space. He stopped in front of me. Chief, put those cuffs away. You're not going to arrest anybody. Stop it. Put the cuffs away. You'll be making a big mistake just like your mayor that you protect.
All right, sir.
Do you have to identify yourself in the state of Illinois like you said in the video? Officer, you're wrong for that. You're wrong for trying to get in my way, for getting in my way, for me asking questions of a government official. What's your name and badge number, sir? What's your name and badge number, sir? You don't want to answer any questions? Are you all tyrants?
Yes, sir. Okay, yeah, just, you got your hours in?
It's just right now it's super windy, so I'm just trying to see how it will hold up. It's super windy, but push to the shove, we probably feel fine. That's just a system check.
Officer, why did you put your hands on me when I was walking down a public sidewalk?
So when I was over this power line, that was probably about 60 feet. So I could go up probably about 100 feet to the building. So that's pretty bad up there. Okay. So that's what I said. The drone can take it.
Lieutenant Harris. Lieutenant Harris, why did you step in front of me and put your hands on me to prevent my movement, sir? Why did you do that? Do you think that you have the right to put your hands on anyone at any given time? Is that what you think, Lieutenant Harris? You did. You did touch me. The chief stopped right in front of my walking to prevent me from walking, and then you got up right next to me and you prevented me from walking. Is your loyalty to the chief and the mayor, or is it to the people? You're supposed to protect and serve the people. That's what you said, right? Preserve life. Your chief pulled out his handcuffs like he was going to do something. He doesn't have the guts. And you can let him know I said that. He doesn't have the guts to arrest anybody. Should be arresting criminals, not people trying to hold the government accountable.
Good day, sir.
Funding 6 officers protecting the mayor, Tiffany Henyard. What a joke this department is. What an absolute joke. You want to talk about people calling and threatening? I don't support that, but I don't support, first and foremost, I don't support this tyrannical behavior by this police department that has been brought on by a tyrant, corrupt mayor, Mayor Tiffany Henyard. That is the reason that they're acting this way, is because they're not law enforcement. They're not here to protect and preserve life. They're here to serve at the behest of the mayor. Chief, do you have to identify yourself to law enforcement in the state of Illinois? That's what you said, Chief. You're the chief of police. You said that all members of the public have to identify themselves to law enforcement. Why would that ever be the case?
I want to talk about how people call job and call us in bad race.
Okay, I want to we have Cara Wilson in the chat. Hi Cara, happy Sunday. If you guys didn't know, Cara is the mother of Alexis Wilson, who lost her life. Alexis lost her life at the hands of the Dalton PD. And I just wanted to make sure you guys notice that Cara is in the chat, and we send her our love. Thank you for being strong, and we see that things are coming about. Things are changing, Cara. So we hope you can stay tuned and stand by. And that's it. That's all I want to say, Cara. We love you. You guys, let's listen. Okay, so now the commander is back. The commander is back. Oh, you guys, we have 520 people watching. Let's hit the like button, please. That would be monumental for this channel. I appreciate you guys. I know a lot of you guys may just be over here because I'm covering Long Island video, but if you don't mind, hit the like button, please. And shout out to Long Island Audit for coming back to Dalton. We're reviewing his video, seeing what happens here, seeing if it's any change now that the auditors have been to town. Tyrant Terminator has been here. Spencer Cornelius, he's not an auditor, but he's been here. Tommy G, he's not an auditor, but he's been here. Now that people are coming to town, firm audits have been here. Midwest Accountability have been here. So let's see if things are changing. Okay, so hit the like button for your girl. Thank you so much. I'm thinking about dropping a link. I'm a little nervous because we don't have Oh, sorry. Time for annual we don't have this many people watching, so I have to confer. But I would like people to be able to say their piece. Thank you so much. And thanks to all the mods. Thank you so much. The chat is going fast, so I really can't see. We love you, Cara.
They shouldn't do that. They shouldn't do that.
That's what they're doing, though. That's what they're doing. Our staff are being.
I can't control them, ma'am. I can't control anybody.
The point I'm making is.
Am I calling you that?
You know what, sir?
You don't know me.
You don't know me either.
I don't.
You don't even know the
I'm not judging you. All I'm telling you is that what your police chief said on a public camera.
We're talking about what's going on with my staff.
So it only matters what's going on with your staff, not anybody else.
You know what, sir? If you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, then we're not going to talk.
Well, I'm going to continue to talk, ma'am.
That's your mouth. That's your right.
I'll continue.
Commander Riley, why are you like this? I wonder if she married. Is this what Kevin Samuels was talking about? Is this my problem? Is this why I'm not married? Because I got too much. I'm too combative. Commander Riley, we understand this is so wrong what they're doing. We understand they should not be calling. So I want us to just take, I guess she's frustrated. Maybe she just got a call before this. I'm trying to keep an open mind. Because you guys, I'm with her 100%. I know they've been calling and acting a fool all over Dalton, but it's your frustration is with the mayor. Your frustration is with the chief and what they've been doing, what he's been doing. Let's not forget about the Easter Bunny. Okay. Thank you so much. Who just gifted 5 memberships? I'm so honored. Advocacy, CIU. Thank you for gifting 5 memberships, you guys. Thank you so much. Mara says it would take like a 15-minute meeting. Show them a video of how an audit would want an interaction and go and redeem your name. But would Dalton Police Department do that? Nope. Egos over power. I heard that I saw actually, and I heard when Long Island Audit said that what he does is he teaches the police department about First Amendment rights. And like I said, my friend was there. She asked the sheriff that was at the desk. She was like, "What's the First Amendment? What's the rights of the First Amendment?" He was like, "I don't know." So they don't necessarily have to know that. You know what I mean? Like we go somewhere and they say, "Do not film," and it's a public taxpayer building. We don't film, right? So they are showing the way. It doesn't mean that it's comfortable. This is what the rights are. And that's why Long Island wins so many cases. Tyra Terminator, I wonder if he teaches about First Amendment rights because I know he's closer. So thanks for that, Mara. Thank you, Advocacy, CIU. Let's continue. Hit that like button.
Continue to talk, ma'am. Are you trained officer to ask people for their ID and they're demanded to have ID in the state of Illinois?
I'm out here relaxing. Not trying to have a conversation.
Oh, I understand you're out here relaxing. That's fine. You're relaxing on taxpayer dime.
You're on government property.
Oh, public property, sir. Right.
Government property.
Public property.
Okay. Well, we got a public lockup too. Okay.
So what does that mean?
Turn that camera away from me because I got.
Oh my God. Okay, you guys, I'm sorry. Officer, I know this officer. Nice guy. I've never seen him raise his voice. If you guys had a different, and I think he's a veteran. He's been in Dalton for a long time. Never seen him raise his voice. So he was there when I was working there. So to see him, he's an elder, I would say. To see him like this is shocking to me. Oh my goodness. I just wanted to put that in there. Like I said, I'm a Daltonite. I've been around. I've seen people. I've never seen him raise a voice at anybody. So, wow, this is interesting to see this part. Let's keep watching. Let's go. This is interesting. Yeah. I don't know. I don't know him I've never had a problem where I had to get booked for anything or anything like that. So I've never had to encounter the police. So I'm not taking up for anybody because I've never had a problem other than y'all see how when the police come around, they don't get a chance. They don't get a chance with me. Catch me if you can. That's me. Catch me if you can. I'm out of here. But yeah, this is interesting. I can't wait to see where this is gonna go. Oh my goodness, thank you, you guys. I have a $9.99. Jay Jones, you are the bee's knees. Thank you so much, sis. You are wonderful. Thank you so much for that. You guys don't have to do anything but like this video. Hit that like button. We have 540 people watching. I am, what do they call? I'm thirsting for likes. So hit the like button. It's a thirst for likes, you guys. Advocacy, CIU, thank you. I'm a lead investigator with Jedediah Brown. Love you all. Government works for us. Ooh, okay, wait. I'm gonna put now I gotta put the link when we finish in the chat. So you guys, all we heard was Jedediah Brown talking in the earpiece. And Jedediah, I got to meet him and I just confessed because he was gonna find Jedediah gonna find out anyway. So I just confessed. I'm Burgundy Blue Commentary. I like before you have to do your this me. This is I confess. And he was nice. He answered some questions for me. I told him the questions I were asking was off the record. Jedediah said they could be on the record, but I just wanted to talk to him one-on-one because I wanted to figure him out. I've been in Chicago. I've been following Jedediah for a long time. So I wanted to know if he was going to complete this mission. And so I appreciate you, Advocacy CIU. Thank you for coming over here. And I appreciate you identify yourself because I was like, we know about Cairo, but we ain't seen none of Jedediah team. We love us some Cairo over here. Amy Dorsey, thank you. They don't have to know it, but they should. They swore an oath to it. Absolutely. You don't have to know your the rights, the First, Fourth Amendment, and all of that. You don't have to, but you're supposed to because you're supposed to protect us. Thank you for that. You should know it. They don't have. Let me read this again because I'm learning, Amy. They don't have to know it, but they should. Thank you for that. Amy Dorsey, thank you for the $5 super sticker. I appreciate you so much. I'm learning as we go. Thank you so much. I'm learning. Like I saw Long Island. I was like, can I film you? And he was like, I'm in public. Go ahead. I didn't know that was a thing.
Nothing to do with what you're doing.
All right, sir. So you
turn the camera away from
you have a public lockup? He's threatening me with a public lockup. How? He threatened to take my freedom away from me.
You know, and white people calling me every day saying they wish we were dead. I've been calling whore. Let's talk about that.
Unacceptable.
Okay.
But let's talk about the unacceptable things that are being done by your department.
No, we're gonna talk about how white people call up and call me a whore.
So you only want to talk about what you want to talk about.
The same.
I just said it's unacceptable. Now, is it acceptable to? I said it's unacceptable. Is it unacceptable to you? Is it unacceptable to you for law enforcement to violate people's Fourth Amendment right, ma'am? I just said it's unacceptable.
Y'all think it's okay to call?
I'm not even white, ma'am.
You know, I don't know what color you are. You're lighter than me. You look white to me. So I don't know.
So because I'm lighter than you, I'm white.
Let's talk about how.
Somebody, please. We need to go back to wearing masks. We need to go back to wearing masks. Commander, please. And I feel bad because I think that in her heart she thinks she's schooling him on something, but it's making her look bad talking about it. You know what I mean? Like she's talking and she's not making any sense. It's, oh my goodness, Commander Riley, just stop. And it's wrong, like he said, it's unacceptable for people to come up here. But no, you can't bring colorism and race into it right now. As a police officer to protect the public, to protect the town, you took an oath. I don't know the police officer oath, but I know it's an oath that you took, right? So you can't really say, okay, I don't know what you are. You look white to me. You're lighter than me. Now you're bringing colorism and race into a situation, which will make people think that you would judge them based on the color of their skin and not the context of their character. Hit the like button for your girl. I'm getting some of that knowledge in here. Okay, let's go. But yeah, I don't like that. Show me audits. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. And thank you for schooling us on some auditing things that I'm learning. Constitution, took it in the 8th grade, never revisited it. I'm 45 years old, took the Constitution in the 8th grade, at 13 or 12 or something, and never revisited it. Thank you for that. I'll get noticed with Nikki. Thank you. Going into a conference, but trying to keep listening on the low. Cairo putting in that work. Thank you. Get noticed with Nikki. I appreciate you so much. I appreciate y'all. Hit the like button. I appreciate you more than you know. 564 people in the chat. Let's get to 300 likes if you don't mind. I'm over here thirst trapping for likes. So hit the like button. It'll bring more people to the channel. Appreciate it. Let's go see what more. Commander Riley, go inside. I got a question. So when you get your uniform, I know this is separate, but I like she got a crease. Do you have to have a crease in your pants as a police officer or not? I'm just wondering. I like that she had the crease. I was just wondering, is that a part of the uniform? I couldn't be police because it's just too much stuff you have to have on you. But yeah, and I get irritated. I like to be comfortable. But it is, you save money because you don't have to buy a lot of clothes because you wear a uniform every day. But I got off track. Let's go back. Let's go back.
My staff is scared.
Skin color has nothing to do with it, ma'am.
Obviously, that's what they color us horses. Say they go burn our police department. They go bomb us. They go kill us. Let's talk about that. But then you want to come on property.
That's crimes. Talking about they're going to bomb the police department. Hold them accountable.
You can have a bomb on you right now. I don't know. I don't know.
You can have a bomb. Well, anybody can have a bomb.
But I don't know who you are.
I don't know who you are. That's the point, man. No one knows who anybody is.
We're both making a point.
No one knows who anybody is ever.
Because when I come to my job, I want to feel safe. I want to feel secure. I want my staff to feel safe.
Members of the public want to feel secure as well, ma'am. They want to feel secure, but you have your tyrant police chief demanding ID or saying they're going to throw people in lockup. What about this man? About this officer? What about this officer who threatened to throw me into lockup? What about the officer that threatened to put me in lockup? Right. I just heard it the whole time. You just keep repeating yourself. I'm a racist. Right.
Yep. I've been talking for 30 minutes. Let's continue. I talked for 30 minutes. Let's go, guys. I hate that. Okay, while I was muted, Orbs, thank you for buying me a coffee. Okay, so Orbs asked me, is there a virtual rally for those out of town supporters during the rally on April 27th? I'll be there April 27th at the rally, so I'll stream a little bit. But we're going to check in with Miss Mary as closer, because it's Mary event. It's her event. It's her event. And it's not a Bash Tiffany rally, but it's Take Back Thornton Township. Orbs, thank you for buying me a coffee. I appreciate you so much. Okay, guys, let's go. Yeah, I was muted. Thank you, Tony.
What's your name and badge number? What's your name and badge number?
What's your name?
You want to threaten people to go into lockup? What's your name?
What's your name?
Guess? Don't ever threaten me to go into lockup unless you're going to do it. Unless you're going to do it. Unless you're going to do it.
You're gonna have to leave.
Unless you're going to do it. If you're going to threaten it, do it.
Okay.
You guys, I got my StreamYard.
Don't just make empty threats. Do it. And watch me hold you accountable. Tyrant. Disgusting behavior here. Fellow Patriots, one of our most important missions on this channel is to promote transparency in our government.
Okay, guys, I'm back. Okay, I'm back. So we're gonna continue the video. Shout out to Long Island Audit. I appreciate all you guys. Somebody just sent me a super sticker. I think it got Advocacy CIU. Thank you so much for the $10 super sticker. Thanks for all you do. Thank you so much. Let's read it. As a law enforcement officer, I do solemnly swear that my fundamental duty is to serve the community, to safeguard lives and property, to protect the innocent against deception, and more. Thank you for telling us. Now, that's what thank you for that advocacy. That's what the police officers swear as their oath. Thank you so much. Let's get back into it. We're watching Long Island Audits. We're watching the video. He came into Dalton. He came into Dalton, and child, the girls are fighting. The girls are fighting. Look, if somebody said Burgundy, I'm looking on my phone on website. Oh, we got Trustee Ed Steves. I saw Trustee Ed Steves. When the mayor says Trustee Ed Steve, she says Steves. So Trustee Ed Steves, I saw him in the chat. Shout out to you. Happy Sunday. Former Trustee Ed Steves, but I call him our trustee. Oh, thank you, Succeeding. Hit the like button. She's telling us it's only 287 likes, and on her end, she sees 493 lovely viewers. Oh, I understand some may be driving, so she's caring about you guys. If you're driving, don't hit the like button. And you guys, also on your phone, sometimes it doesn't even show because I'll be forgetting to do a like until someone tells me to do a like. So hit the like. Okay, Trustee Ed Steves, if you're in here, if you're in here, you got your degree and you know everything, let me know if you want to come on up. Okay, let's get back to Commander Riley. And yes, now last part we saw with Long Island when he was on Officer Guest, he was trying to antagonize Officer Guest. He's like, do it. Don't threaten me with lockup unless you're gonna do it. But then again, I have the teeter-totter, right? When Officer Guest told and I really like Officer Guest. When he told them, like I said, I've never had to get arrested by Dalton police. I've never been approached by Dalton police, and I'm out the way. Like I'm a ghost, y'all. So I don't know how people are at work, but when he said we got a public lockup too, was that wrong to tell him? So now you said that, so now Long Island is coming back like, hey, oh, well, don't threaten me with a public lockup again, and trying to bait him, right? Allegedly. That's what I'm saying. And it's like, get the camera out of my face. It's like, what do y'all think? I love your comments. Let me know what you think. Was he trying to bait Officer Guest? Was Officer Guest wrong at the beginning? I don't know. I'm trying to figure it out. Like, it could all be so simple, but you rather make it hard. Lauren Hill, come on, y'all. Let's go ahead.
Cordial conversation.
Because you know what? When the phone rings again, because they're on the phone now calling them my staff horse.
Y'all,
I'm gonna let you come in. I want you to hear it. How my staff is being called horse, and they're threatening to kill us.
Horrible.
That's what I want you to hear.
I said it's horrible, man.
No, that's not good enough because you.
So what's good enough? For you.
You know what? Because you all created this atmosphere.
How? Your mayor did that.
White people will bum you. You know that. You know it, honey. You know you are very racist.
sorry guys, I gotta adjust myself, everything in here. Move rooms. My StreamYard is freezing.
I'm not white, but I don't think all white people are racist. I think saying that white people will bomb you is a racist statement.
Hold on, guys. Let me try to situate this. I don't know if it's my computer. My Wi-Fi is okay. I think it's StreamYard. I'm gonna pause it for a minute. So out of this video, let's see. Let me see. Out of this video, we got 14 more minutes. So you guys, I made a decision. I
mean, that's just me. You know that white people will bomb you. You people will bomb us. Imagine I said something in the reverse. All right, so we're just getting inside the Dolton Police Department public lobby here. Very small. We have our friendly reminder that they're always recording us. Yet it always seems to be an issue when we, the people, record our government officials. Wonder why that is. Of course, Tiffany Henyard's name, not surprising. And of course, Tiffany Henyard's picture posted in the lobby, also not surprising. I've been in Dalton for a few days now. Her face is everywhere. I've never met a public servant with a bigger ego than Mayor Tiffany Henyard. Let's file a complaint against the police chief for his excessive force, stopping him.
Okay. So sorry guys, I'm gonna pause it. I'm trying to figure out why it's not the police chief photo is okay. So growing up in Dalton, we would go to the police station, and the police station would have photos of the police chiefs, like past and present. That would be on the wall. So like the police chief from the first time they could have a photo on down, that would be in the lobby. So to see just the mayor picture, it's kind of different for me because I remember the whole wall was full of police chiefs, maybe from the 1900s on down. So that's kind of interesting to see that it's no police chiefs up there. Let's go back. And I'm sorry, guys. I think my StreamYard, it says no cell phones. I like to, okay, we're paused right here because I'm trying to let my YouTube catch up. I like that everybody desk. I would feel comfortable having my personal information here. Look how the front desk has no paperwork on it. I think they learned from that, from what was going on with the auditors. I like that. I like that it's no paperwork on everybody's desk where you could be like, oh, someone could see your personal business. I love it. I love it. All right, let's go right back. Let's go back and see what's going on. And you guys, I'm going to put the StreamYard link, but I'm only going to put the link for people I know right now. Not trying to shade anybody, but if you've called before, the link is available. It's 500 people in here almost, and I just don't know. I think I'm the only YouTuber. One of the other YouTubers made that comment. They're like, I don't see, I think it was Hannibal. He was like, I didn't know you put your link. I can't believe you let people call in. It's because I want people to have a voice, even if they don't have a channel. I want them to say anything. I want them to be able to say something. Oh, and I'm sorry, I got a Cash App too. Thank you, Veronica, for the $5 Cash App. I appreciate you so, so much. And she says, what is Lacey doing? What is Lacey doing? Yeah, I'm glad they brought Lacey to the back. Like Lacey was like, okay, here we go. Here we go. Okay. Let me put this in the chat if you have something to say. Shout out to my mods. I was learning mod etiquette as well this week, you guys. So thank you. I'm learning as we go. Okay, so here's the StreamYard link. I have to walk away because I have a package on the porch. I have to go grab that, and I'm going to let this play. It'll take me 2 seconds. So if you need to call in, I'm only taking people that I basically know right now because I just don't want, hey, you guys, were you on my live stream when they were like, when somebody called in and was like, stop hating on the super mayor, hung up? That was funny. But if you're pro the mayor, your feelings are valid over here. Put it in the chat. If you're pro Officer Riley, put it in the chat. If Officer Riley wants to come up, put it in the chat. If you want to explain yourself, put it in the chat. Everybody, you're welcome. But right now I'm taking only people I can sort of dissect. If just to see if you're not going to get on here and act a fool and call people names, So the StreamYard link is now officially in the chat. And let's continue. The StreamYard link is in the chat. And shout out to Long Island Audit for coming back to Dalton. Okay, let me see. Where can I? Oh, guys, I'm behind too. You guys been so patient with me. The StreamYard link is in the chat. Let's go. StreamYard is running really, really slow, guys. Really, really slow on my end. Let's go. Shout out to the mods. Shout out to the 400 people in here. Hit the like button and thank you. We're watching Long Island Audit. He dropped it today.
And the lieutenant.
Dang it. Why is this?
For also stopping in front of me and keeping me from preventing my movement. Excuse me, I'd like to file a complaint. Excuse me?
Who's in there? Who's he talking to? Guys, I'm going to bring Succeed and 2 up. And I'm sorry. I want you guys to go over to Long Island Audit channel and watch. I'm going to bring Succeed and 2 up. That's my voice of reason over here. She tried. I was trying to cross the street, but I wouldn't. But who is he talking to in there? And then you guys go to Long Island Audit page. My StreamYard is dragging. My apologies. So I'm bringing up Succeed and 2.
Hi.
Hey, Succeeding, you're here.
How you doing? I've missed you. I missed my Burgundy Blue family.
We missed you. Thank you for being here. How is everything?
Everything is good, and thank you so much. I got your email and I responded. I appreciate you. I appreciate all of your birthday wishes.
Yes.
And it's been so much action going on. My dad had an appointment at the VA. I could barely get through that appointment. I kept peeking and I'm like, oh my gosh.
And
the 3-letter guys.
Thank your dad for his service.
Thank you. And so I agree. I'm with Long Island, and I'm going to tell you why.
Okay.
I watched the entire video already.
Mm-hmm.
The reason is because go back to day before Easter, where we have this nice lady who is there with her child, who has probably been looking forward all week to coming to this event.
Mm-hmm.
He sees all the other kids. He's told his friends, they're excited, and he's ready to get a basket.
Mm-hmm.
And there are these officers. Lacey does the same thing he does. He's always acting like he's ready to take his handcuffs off. Intimidates. All these officers are around her. Why were all those officers around her? The same intimidating things that they do. And so Long Island was there, and he was going to exercise his rights, and he was going to hold their feet to the fire.
Okay, I can see that. I can see that, because if you're going to pull out the cuffs on me, do it.
Correct. So that's why he went back to what he said to Tommy G. So it's not only about him. It's about everyone that you've done this to. You said before, because remember, he didn't say to him that he had to identify himself. Remember when Long Island came, those 2 officers, the first 2 we saw on this video, they were nice. They were kind.
Mm-hmm.
And they acknowledged his rights.
Yeah. Absolutely. And it's like he interrupted that. The drone officer, he was kind, answering questions. Long Island could have been on his way after that, but Lacey came and interrupted that.
Correct. And he didn't even have on his attire. So what are you doing approaching people without your uniform on?
We can't even identify who you are while you're asking questions.
Right. You have on jeans, sir. You're not even dressed to conduct official business, sir. Go put on your uniform and then come back, sir.
Yeah. And that's the problem with, I hate to say it, but the smaller town, Dalton was able to get away with a lot. Like Riverdale was able to get away with a lot. They're able to get away with a lot because no one's coming in to check them, because they are the authority. And if you approach them and say, what's, First Amendment rights, I don't have to know all that, because you guys are calling, excuse my French chat, you guys are calling us whores.
Right.
What do they have to do with your oath?
Right.
that's wrong and terrible.
Right,
But
because there was no part of a conversation is doing what we all do, what you and I do, what people that call in do, and what people in the chat, they hold it down do. And it's us all expressing our ideas. But if they were muted and weren't able to express those ideas, that's kind of what she was doing. She didn't want to talk about anything except that same thing. And she said it at least 20, 30, 40 times or so.
yeah. Yeah. She said, if you don't want to talk about what I want to talk about, I don't want to hear you.
Correct.
And that brings us back to Alexis Wilson in my eyes. When
Correct.
I pulled up on her, and I sent Cara an email. I'm trying to work on a video about her because I'm trying to figure out those moments. Imagine you're sitting there and an officer pull up on you and you're trying to explain what happened to you, even though the restaurant has another say so, but you're trying to experience what you're experiencing, and they're like,
Correct.
"No, I don't want to hear that. Get out the car."
Correct. Just get out the car. And why do I have to get out the car right now? You haven't even told me why you're here. You haven't even, given me any, and then you're attacking me on top of that.
I didn't even know the police were called. Like you said, you're not telling me. She probably didn't even know they called the police.
Correct. So you're not saying why you're here. You just rolled up on me, and here you are at my window at nighttime in this aggressive manner, and because even now they tell people you could drive to the police station. So you being there doesn't mean that I need to engage with you.
Oh yeah, they're quick. If it's something, I had a fender bender, and the woman called the police for us to, exchange insurance and something
Mhm.
simple like that. And I understand, but she was older, I'm older, so it was like, okay, we call the police because we're right here. We can see who's at fault, right? And they were
Right.
like, both of you drive to the police station. Where that's at that time, she was irate because she was like, "Oh, I think it's your fault," and she didn't really. She was from another country, so she didn't understand what I was trying to say. So we really needed the police on the scene.
Right.
Like, "Oh no, you drive over together," and we were like, "Well, it's about to be a altercation."
Right. Right. Exactly.
But they will tell you, we don't feel like it. Drive in. And it could be
Oh,
something
wow.
they will tell you, drive in. So yeah, you're right. If you show up, I'm sorry, to my scene, why do I have to comply with every single thing without you
Right.
hearing me out? You're not even hearing
Right.
me out.
Yeah, because isn't that part of hearing your side of the story? Because how can you, because like for instance, I've been stopped, you all know I'm a good law-abiding citizen.
Yes.
So I've been stopped twice in 20, 30 something plus years.
Yeah.
And the first time I was stopped in Munster, where the lines change. And the light, so I was kind of approaching Ridge Road. And
Mhm.
the other cars, they all, one the officer was able to get.
Mhm.
So he stopped me, pulled me in.
Uh-oh. Succeeding, we losing you. Are you in a good area? Hey, Succeeding, I see your thing moving, but we don't hear you. You know what's so funny, guys? I'm gonna keep talking for a little bit because she might. You know how people always are walking through the house and they walk away from their phone and they have their earpiece. So I'm gonna give her a second to see if she could get back in because people get really comfortable. I don't know if this is her situation, but their phone connects to their car or they have their earpiece. So we're gonna give her a quick second. So let's play a little bit more, and I'm just gonna mute you, Succeeding, for now. You know what? No, I'm gonna have Succeeding call back in because we can't hear her. We can't hear her. So we're gonna have her call back in, hopefully. Succeeding, call back in, boo. Okay. We're gonna see. I was trying to see if I could mute it and then she could say, okay, so you guys, let's listen a little bit and we're gonna wait for Succeeding to call back in because she probably was walking through and had her earpiece in or something. We lost her. Okay, let's see some more.
I would like to file a complaint against an officer. There she goes again. He doesn't want to talk about the racist phone calls. Unfortunate. So what does that have to do with anything? I don't care, right? Okay. Oh, it will be on my story for sure. How do I not want to hear that? You've repeated yourself over and over again. Okay, so how haven't I heard it? But why don't you want to talk about the mayor and your police chief violating people's rights?
We're not talking about the mayor. We're talking about how white people are calling up here.
But why don't you want to talk about the mayor?
Talk about white people calling.
Talk about the mayor.
You're racist.
I'm a racist. You're a racist, ma'am. You said that all white people bomb people. You're a racist. You're an ignorant racist tyrant. That's what you are. And you're a victim, apparently. You're a victim. You're claiming to be a victim. I'm not white, but I see a victim when I see one. You're playing the victim card very well, ma'am. You don't want to talk about the corruption in your department. You just want to talk about how you're supposedly being victimized. No, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. No, ma'am, you don't care about people's constitutional rights. That's what you don't care about. You don't care about that. I do care about people's constitutional rights. I do care about it. I do. I'm not a racist. You are, ma'am. You're the only person who made a racist comment here today. You are the only person who made a racist comment here today. You made a racist comment that, you people, white people, which I'm not white, bomb people. Right. All white people bomb people. Right, ma'am. Right, ma'am. Like I said, you can talk about the complaints that you've received. But at the end of the day, you don't want to talk about your police chief being an ignorant fool. He's an ignorant fool.
You just proved my case. I've not called you out of your name, but I have to be a fool.
I said your police chief's an ignorant fool.
This has nothing to do with the chief.
And you get to call me out. You called me a racist. Are you kidding me? You don't know me. You called me a white racist. I'm not even white.
You are.
I'm not.
You control the narrative.
I'm not even.
Blueberry signing off. Blueberry is signing off. Oh my gosh, I'm embarrassed. Okay, we got Succeeding 2 back. Yay. This StreamYard, it's probably me. The StreamYard sucks today. It's probably a lot of people streaming today or something. Oh, Blueberry signing off. She said, you call me out my name. This is what Kevin Samuels was. Rest in peace, Kevin. Rest in peace, Kevin Samuels. This is what he's talking about. Oh my God, Commander Riley. He said, I'm not white. And she said, you are. Okay, I'm done talking because this Sunday, oh Lord, let's bring Succeed up. He said, I'm not even white. She said, you are. So this is all bad for Dalton police. Now see, we were talking about people you don't want to get stopped by. I do not want Commander Riley to stop me. I do not. She will not listen to anything I have to say. That's my opinion. I don't know her personally. I like her nail color. That yellow, that makes me happy. I like her nail color if that helps. But I don't want to run into her. Okay, let's bring up Succeeding 2.
I agree with you.
Hey, Christina.
I love the nail color. It makes me happy too. I may get that nail color next.
Yeah, I'm like, that's gonna be. I gotta go to the nail salon today, so I might go up there.
I do like that nail color.
Mhm.
People were saying, I heard people say that they think that Tiffany's person did her hair the last time they had a meeting.
They did say that because she had the same hairstyle for like years.
And you see the nail color looks like the same color that Tiffany had too.
Yep, she's probably going right up there next to the currency exchange, getting her nails done. Yep.
Just an embarrassment, like he has said more than once, I'm not white, and what if I am? That shouldn't matter. So that this person is telling you that, you have to acknowledge, oh sir, I'm so sorry. I said, the wrong thing. How insensitive of me.
Yeah. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, like you said, look from the hood Dalton language. You know what? My bad.
Right.
My
Yeah.
bad.
Not even acknowledging that. And that's where those issues lie, is it starts with that lack of accountability. Because I get the feeling that you all, even though I'm still flipping the table, and that table is flipping all the way to the state of Florida right now from here, with me taking it myself over that skating rink.
Yeah.
I've got the feeling that although the skating rink is never open, although the skating rink isn't bringing any revenue, that you all would have been okay if she just said, y'all, I'm sorry.
Yes.
But we have to want more. We have to hold people accountable.
Mm-hmm.
That's what it starts with. You all have to take back your neighborhood. And taking back your neighborhood means holding people accountable.
Yeah. Yeah.
If they don't feel like their seats are, in jeopardy, there's no reason for them to do better.
Yeah. And that's been that good old politics for a long time. Oh, as long as this mayor is in town, I'm good. I don't have to worry about nothing. And a lot of it has to do with, even when I have to piggyback off this. Did you see that letterhead where Tiffany Henyard called us clowns? Well, not on the letterhead, but she released this letterhead and it said the FBI did not raid Dalton. No further comment.
Yes.
We don't know who that came from, but why it wasn't on a Dalton letterhead is weird. But okay. A lot of people in the village think they're smarter than the constituents, smarter than the residents. They're like, oh, they're idiots. They won't get it. And now this is unraveling for them.
Right.
Other people are coming from the outside. It's almost like the village was, and I'm not trying to judge. I'm sorry I'm saying this, but it's almost like we were oppressed for a long time. Like we didn't have anybody stand up. It didn't matter that Miss Hill went down there and said, okay, Freeman, this is a public building. You have to let them. It didn't matter that she did it.
Right.
You know what I mean? It didn't matter that Cara Wilson did a peaceful protest. It didn't matter. But now these people from the outside coming in, it's unraveling a lot of things, in my opinion, in my humble opinion.
Do you think that it's just the people coming from the outside, or the fact that in addition to that, because I know some people think that it's because of people reporting on it all over. That is one factor. However, we can't leave out the fact that Lansing is right here, and the Lansing News has been reporting on it.
Oh, yeah, the Lansing Journal has been instrumental. Miss Mary? Oh my goodness. But Miss Mary has been Miss Mary and Mr. Lee. Before any cameras or anybody was going to view the village board meetings, Miss Mary, Miss Lee, Trina Downs, Trustee Ed Steves was standing up at that podium. I probably missed some people, not trying to blame on my head, not my
Right.
heart.
They were.
They
They
were
were.
they were standing up fighting for the village for years. Miss Sherry Britton.
Always.
Before it got popular to stand up, before it
Yep.
got popular, you would be on
Yeah,
the news.
Sherry was always there.
They were
Britton.
there.
Yep, they were
But
always there. And
but
what's her name? The other person, because it was always the core, the one that said, I have a real cancer organization.
oh, Vivian, Miss
Vivian.
Vivian. She just
Yep,
rang the
she was
bell this week.
yes.
She just rang the
Awesome.
bell. Yeah, she rang the bell with her son this week. I saw that.
Awesome.
They started up and they were fighting all the time.
Always.
But I'm gonna say before Tiffany got before the Las Vegas stuff, we had our core people.
Right.
Miss Mary, for sure. All those people you mentioned, they were there. So they have been fighting, but I think they needed a push. They needed that Lori Lightfoot. They need that Jedediah Brown. They needed that. So I'm not saying, I was just like, man, now when that Tommy G situation happened, they saw it. It's a silent, and I probably will get in trouble for this, but I have to say it. It's a silent known fact in Dalton. You don't want to run into Lacey, and that's coming from Burgundy Blue, nobody else.
Right.
I've been a resident since the 80s of Dalton, my family and my friends and my loved ones and my baby daddy and all
Oh, you
of
said
these
since the
people.
80s?
I've been a resident since the 80s. I've been around Dalton since the 80s.
Okay.
So I grew there, didn't fly there. I was able to vote.
Exactly.
I worked for the Shaw administration, but it's a running narrative. You don't want to run into Lacey. You just don't. It has been like that forever, and that's been since the early 90s when he was a truant officer at Thornridge.
We can see
you
why.
don't want to run into. Yeah, because he's not going to hear you out. He doesn't care. So it's like the first call wins. So if succeeding to say Burgundy is over here and she took my donut,
right,
and I feel threatened, they're going to come in there guns drawn. And I'm like, no, actually, this is the last pink donut, and I wanted it. And the people didn't explain to succeeding, it's my donut.
Right, that I had already paid for it. Right, exactly.
They don't care. It's the call, and they're acting on the call. I think the police department needs retraining. That's my
emotion. They act on emotions to me, and it's not necessarily about. There was no sensitivity. No sensitivity to what that person may be going. No empathy. You know what I mean? You still have to. At the end of the day, they're still a human being.
Yeah.
And you were supposed to serve and protect them. That's the oath you took.
Yeah.
We didn't take that oath. You.
I have a question, Succeeding. Now that we see, okay, Long Island Audit is here in front of the commander.
Yes.
He's saying his grievances, what's going on. He wants to file a complaint. And you don't have to answer this, but isn't it wrong she won't even hear his grievance out?
Yeah. I mean, they're supposed to take a complaint. When a person has a complaint, by law, they have to take their complaint. I mean, even when you watch any of them, like I watch, Tyrant, TT, I call him TT.
Yeah.
So even when TT does like a complaint, they have to take it. They take it. Like none of these places have I ever seen anyone ever deny him a complaint, to take his complaint, because it's by law. You have the right to address your complaint, and it has to be investigated, and you can then FOIA that to see what is going on, or FOIA, because you'll even hear him say, is your camera on? Yeah, because I'm going to FOIA that.
Oh, wow. True. And it's like, I think I'm going to be honest. I think they're on edge because of what Jedediah is doing.
I
And
think they know it's wrong going on.
yeah, I think that the stuff that Jedediah is bringing out to the forefront, like, is kind of nerve wracking. But I feel like this is all I want. And I know this is wrong to want, and you guys in the chat, I know it's wrong to want this. I do. Y'all can't have one spokesperson like the drone guy. The drone guy could have been a spokesperson to walk walk Long Island Audit through the police station, feel his stress, because Commander Riley is in charge, and the people are her staff, and she doesn't know how to act.
Right.
It's so embarrassing.
Right.
It's so embarrassing.
Yep. And they think that's the end of it because they did not take it. But they don't realize when these auditors leave the phone numbers in all of their videos, it's for a reason, because some of the people are going to call these places, because I have after they left, like, I can't believe you all did that. Like, yeah, seriously.
And look, Trina Down said they're on edge because their time is
That's
up.
correct. So I think it's not about Jedediah. I think it's because you ever heard of someone having the case of sugar honey iced tea?
Yeah.
So they have a case of the sugar honey iced tea with apostrophe S at the end. And right now they don't know whether their day is going to end, whether it's going to be over, whether they're going to fire them all and regroup. They don't know what their future will hold. And so right now they have a case of the sugar honey iced teas.
I believe that. And Cara Wilson, I'm so sorry. My StreamYard is acting up on my computer, so I see it on my phone. She says, I wonder if I could pay Lightfoot to secure and audit Alexis body cam video. I think you don't have to pay. I think you should be able to ask.
Yeah, you should be able to ask for it. It's by FOIA. You should be able to, and you should send Long Island or Tyrant Terminator Tyrant a message and ask them how to do that, because maybe they could FOIA it for you.
Yeah, and I don't want to put words in her mouth, but I think Cara said she did reach out to Long Island, so I will ask Long Island too. I don't have a connection with him, just to be clear. I just think maybe if my comment go through, he might see it, because he remember I'm Blueberry.
Right. Yeah, because he does get a lot of, but I would touch bases with Tyrant Terminator too, because keep in mind, Tyrant Terminator is local. He lives in Illinois.
I absolutely love Tyrant Terminator, and he lives in Illinois. I don't know where he's from. I met him when I met him and ran into his arms like, oh.
Yeah, so he's closer to like the going towards Great America, like in that area.
Okay. And Cara said she did for you. Okay, Cara, I'm gonna contact you. I sent you an email last night. Today I'm taking my what I do for work. I'm taking my work day off, and I'm going to sort out some. I'm gonna email you, and we're gonna try to go through this, because I want to help the best way I can. I don't know how to help.
Oh, you did reach out to both. Okay. Yeah, because they may be able to FOIA that, for you. Especially TT, because he's right here, because he's used to going in all these places. Like when he went to Aurora and there were 11 people that they called for him, he handled that very well.
He's really good, and I like him because he goes under the radar. They think he's just some dude walking around, and he comes out like, no, he knows his rights. I really love. Shout out to him.
Yeah, but I think that's why Sean handled it the way he did. It was about the injustices that you did to the people prior to me. Like Tommy G came, you did that to him. You told him this, but that wasn't true. You kick someone out, you pull your handcuffs off. You're always pulling those cuffs off. I saw the video. This is what you did, and I'm gonna hold you accountable.
And you know what? It's about people holding each other accountable. Now, Cara, I want to get to. Cara said she did, but she doesn't think he's interested. Cara, someone said, did you try Bert Olderson? Please try Bert Olderson. Cara, I also want to implore you to try again. You get a lot of emails, and then sometimes it might slip. I know Alexa's situation is different. I do. It might slip through the cracks. You know what I mean? I have a speech impediment. Sorry, guys. It might slip through the cracks. So please, 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 try again. And I will try, and I promise you, Cara,
Yeah.
I'll reach out to both of them on my end and try as well. Like, let them know. And I'm nobody. I'm just a girl with a YouTube channel, like a little old lady with a computer. But I will try on my end, and then I'll see as well. And this is crazy. This is crazy what's going on. It's and and we're sticking with those two, but we could try Midwest audits and firm audits and see if they
Right.
can get that too. You know
Right.
what I mean?
Any of them, right, might
Yeah.
be willing to. The more, the better.
Yeah. And you know what? And then she said they never responded to her FOIA request. So Cara, I don't know. We're gonna talk off camera because I
Yeah.
don't want to do this on content. But what
Because
I'm gonna try to reach out to you and we'll try something together.
yeah,
Since
so
I'm here, you're here. We'll try something together.
you know what? The watchdogs. That's the watchdogs.
Oh my God.
Kyra.
And I was gonna say, Cara, don't forget when London Bridge auto officially fall.
Mm-hmm.
It might not be Bert. It might be what's his name? Michael Delgado. He might be giving you the tapes. You never know.
Right. Yeah, because the watchdogs, they just got awarded. Remember, I was talking about the $5,500 that their attorney got awarded because they failed to answer their FOIA.
Yeah, Cara, sue for that FOIA. That is a right. You're not getting your FOIA request answered.
Yeah.
You need to sue. And I'm sorry, Dalton people, taxpayers, I'm one too. Hey, let me tell you this. Don't be feeling bad to sue for Dalton if you did not get Alexis Wilson FOIA request answered. If you did not get your daughter's FOIA request answered, full body. Ooh.
Yeah, because they deserve to be held accountable, for their feet have to be held to the fire. And they're so used to, because see, I want to go back to what you said at the beginning, that because no one's going by, no one should have to come by. No one has to come by in order for you to do your job or for us to do our job. So if we're held accountable, everyone else should be held accountable as well.
Yeah, and FOIA that. Like, try to FOIA it. If you can't, I'll try what I can on my end. I just I don't think that's right that it's not answered. And don't be feeling guilty about the people of Dalton. That's what they got insurance for. And let me tell you this. We're paying for her Louboutins and her sew-ins. So we can pay for Alexis Wilson justice.
Correct.
Okay?
Correct. Because that's definitely you deserve so much more. And so they need to definitely get on top of that, because that's not right.
Yeah.
That's not right. They're hiding something, and they're hiding it for a reason.
You as a mother should have the full unedited video, period.
Yep. Exactly. And so I think it's all about holding all of our, that has to be our expectation of us holding. One, there should not be a mayor that lives in any town that is renting. I'm sorry. Because if you're renting, you're not paying taxes like you all are. And so you're not feeling the effects of the high taxes that we're hearing on the news that everyone there is paying. So since you're not uncomfortable with that, how can I trust you to fight for me? You have no vested interests.
Yeah.
You should never have been elected if you did not live there. I'm sorry. I mean, when I say live there, I mean, it should be a requirement that the mayor be a homeowner that resides there in order to be elected.
Yeah, not a renter. Let me tell you. A homeowner.
Yes.
She doesn't care. And she makes let me be real. You guys, I am succeeding. And let me tell you, this is not a pity party. It's not. I am no stranger to hard times. Okay.
Right. Right.
She makes enough to own a home in Dalton.
Correct.
To just buy it out cash.
But she doesn't care to. And
She doesn't
so
care to. That's
you
not where
have to.
She doesn't want to live here. She doesn't
She doesn't
want
want to live there. She doesn't like, because she does not like, she doesn't have a love for the village. She does not love the village, because if you love the village, you want to have roots there and you want to live there.
My first job at this is what happened. I was so not down and out, but my job had closed and I didn't know what to do, because it was one of those jobs I was sort of like came right in and was good.
Right.
And 9/11 happened and they closed the business. So I didn't have a job. So I went and I was able I went to the village hall. This wonderful officer, she no longer works there, but she was like, I went the first time, the first officer, she was like, oh, we can't help you. The second officer, when I went the second time, because I was determined, she said, leave your resume here. But my dad told me, hey, you know the mayor lives around the corner. Why don't you drop your resume in his mailbox?
Nice idea.
And my resume dropped in his mailbox, and as I was leaving, a woman came to the door. She said, excuse me, who are you? And I said, I'm just a resident, and I want to drop my resume in case it didn't get to Mayor Shaw. I want to drop it off. And I forgot, but that was Melanie Fitness' mother, Miss Green. I think her name was Miss Green. And she was like, okay, I'll give it to him. I thought she thought I was a hoochie coming over.
She probably did. She probably like, who is this young, cute thing coming over here?
Like, what you doing over here?
You probably had your little jazzy hat tilted to the side.
You know, I love me a good hat succeeding.
Me too. And she probably was like, who is that jazzy little thing coming up here?
And it was in the midst of Cash Money for the 99 and 2000s when I did that. So the next day, my dad's house, I was so bad, I didn't even have a cell phone.
Right.
My dad's house phone rang, and I saw my mom and dad. They still live in the same house, and we lived about 3 blocks from the mayor.
Right.
And it was Bill Shaw. I'm gonna put him up here really quickly. And he said, yeah. And I said, hello. And I'm gonna be clear with the people in the audience. I didn't know who the mayor was.
Right.
My dad told me the mayor lived down the street.
Awesome.
Go on down over there.
That's awesome.
Yeah. Go on over to Dorchester, meet and the person I was supposed to meet, if you guys don't know, is Janice. Janice is in charge of the money at Dalton. It was her mother. Janice's mother was a trustee.
Wow.
Okay. This is how deep it goes. He said, go meet Janice's mom. I'm not gonna give her name right now. I'll let Janice do it. But Janice that works for Dalton right now, her mother was a trustee. He says, go over there. That's where HR was. Fill out an application, and he put me in Public Works.
That's awesome.
After I excelled at Public Works, they brought me to the housing department, and I was basically running the entire
That's
house.
awesome.
Yeah, then they brought me to the legal team. I was an assistant to one of the lawyers. Because I had a paralegal degree at that time. Not a degree, but paralegals. It is a degree.
It is. Yep, it is.
So I had got that from South Suburban College. So I was a paralegal for Evangeline. She had a real paralegal, and that woman is excelling now. I'll talk about her later. But I was like the assistant to the assistant of the assistant behind the background. So that's why I know how Dalton works.
Right. You understand how the politics, the game works.
I was sitting in board meetings. I wasn't supposed to be there. I'd be like, wait a minute, I'm just the paralegal assistant.
Right.
What the heck am I here? So I learned. So what happened was my dad said, go over there. Bill Shaw gave me a job. I was able to excel and move through the ranks. And they weren't paying me enough. So I see people make it. Now that was early 2000. When I see $100,000 a year.
Right.
I'm like, now how did that happen? I was making $25,000 in Public Works, and I was running Public Works. So it's just really interesting to see how Dalton works. And I think that, and I'm saying Bill Shaw to say, I think nobody should be running to Tiffany's house or nobody should be doing that. But I think that a mayor should be approachable. It was people after I worked for him that was able, when he would sit at the Dunkin' Donuts or his twin brother would sit at the Dunkin' Donuts, we would be able to say, Mayor, I have a problem. My
Right.
shootings. Mayor, I have a problem. My lights are being, I don't have lights on my
They
block.
come to your house, want your vote, so why can't you? I see.
Yeah.
Acting,
Oh, I didn't even think about that.
okay, because you were putting something in his mailbox. That's not a problem. Like, for instance, Kira peacefully protesting outside her home. That's not a problem, because it is you have said something, you've made a statement to me. Now I am responding back to your statement.
Yeah, I didn't.
You come to my house when you're wanting a vote. So that means I could come to your personal house.
You are so right. I didn't think about that. I just and that changed my life. I was able to make money there, and I was
Because
able
you went to his personal house.
Yeah. And let me tell you, I was able to resign there. I turned it in when I saw, and no shade to Bill and Bob. Let me tell you, this guy right here, Bill was a little, you guys correct me if I'm wrong, if you know and you're from Dalton. Bill was a little more like a little more calm. He drove around town in a Lincoln town car. His brother Bob was a mess. In my opinion, Bob had Gucci, Fendi, Prada. Okay.
Oh my! The devil
Bill,
wears Prada. He was. That's
but
what he was.
And I actually think that Bob was a lot of the reasons people didn't, because Bob ran for mayor of Dalton when Tiffany did, if nobody knows.
Oh wow.
Bill had died, and then Tiffany was running. Who else was running? Bob Shaw was running. He got like 2 votes. Bob Shaw was running. And it was the guy that had the stroke. No shade to him. I can't. Riley Rogers, we said it earlier. Riley Rogers was running for re-election, but he had a stroke. And then it was one more. The ex-police chief Bergs, and let's not forget Andrew Holmes was running.
Oh wow.
So they all split the Democratic vote, and
Wow.
Tiffany Henry won. But it's really interesting, and you guys, I'm so sorry I get excited about this subject, but it's really interesting to see. Like I always say, it didn't start with Tiffany,
Right.
but it's really quite interesting to see, because let me tell you, all these jobs in Dalton, from a humble background position, it's really easy. Those
It's
jobs,
a good old voice system, though. You know.
Yeah. It's really easy job. They're not sweating doing a job. They're not sweating. I'm gonna shut up at this point, but I want to say,
But look how clean those desks are. That's because they're not doing no work, y'all.
They're not doing.
They're not doing no work.
They're not doing no work.
They're out patrolling the parking lot, and they're patrolling on her patrol, like in Springfield, doing what? And they have to be paid when they're going all these places. They're not doing enough work to keep up.
They have to be paid. And do you know that she went to Springfield last week and she was the only one with patrol?
Yeah, and who was trying to talk to her and take pictures with her? Burgundy.
She couldn't find nobody.
You know how you and I had the picture conversation. Remember what I said? I said, who's going to be trying to take pictures with her now?
And I want to say Hannibal covered it. No, Jedediah did. Jedediah Brown. He said nobody would take pictures with her. Ready to go. And when the different news outlet, like the local news outlet, tried to meet her, she wouldn't meet them.
No, she won't meet news, because they will ask her questions that she can't answer.
She won't answer. Now, okay, I'm gonna play a little bit more because we only got 10 minutes. Do you want to stay on for that succeeding? So we can
sure.
Okay, we're gonna play a little bit of, hopefully Commander Riley gets it right.
Nope.
Well, she got her nail color right.
Yeah, she got the nail color matching the yellow and the color of the Dalton, bag.
She got her swoop bang. She got her eyebrow. You keeping it up, Commander Riley. Let's
Yep.
go.
So she got that part done.
White. And just being white doesn't make you a racist. Newsflash. Newsflash. White people aren't racist. What does that have to do with what we're talking about? But you've said that a million times, but you never once talk about the corruption here in Dalton. Why don't you go arrest the mayor? Why don't you go do your job and arrest the mayor? No, do your job and arrest the mayor for corruption. Why don't you train your officers? You are a commander. You get a fancy car to take home, but you don't want to train people on how to uphold people's constitutional rights. This woman is actually insane. Really. I want to make a complaint. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement officers, or do you guys just walk around and smoke cigarettes and not do anything all day? A lot of empty desks here. Do you guys take complaints against law enforcement, or do you just cover for law enforcement like you cover for the mayor? No one's racist here, ma'am. I haven't said anything racist to you. You
Succeeding. I'm a pause here. Why is she still trying to convince the workers that he's racist? What? Just because? And I have to say, from adult night, it's because it's 95% black, and because we see the leader say, "Y'all black, y'all black." I'm the first black. You're supposed to protect everybody, right? Or am I
Right.
wrong?
I think they need cultural diversity. They need to send them here. All of the officers should be sent to an area where they don't work. I mean, after her comment.
Yeah.
And it's not that there aren't people there that live there that are not black.
It's people of all races that's living there. Actually, if you didn't know, if Clerk Key wouldn't have gotten to be clerk, it was a Mary Dugan. She was white. She's been a long time resident.
And just because they look black doesn't mean they're black.
Exactly. You guys, I was dating this guy, and he was so cute. And so I got on TikTok one day, and this girl went to, what's the name of that? It's a all black historical college. It's not Selma. What is it?
Which
Atlanta.
was it? Oh, not Clark. You said not Clark?
No, it's an all black girl college.
Not Spellman.
Spellman. It was Spellman. And she was in this guy for like 2 years, and she thought he was black, and he wasn't. He was like Armenian.
Right. Yeah. So just because they, yeah, Mara. Oh, yeah, I saw that video, Mara. Mm-hmm. Did you see the video?
Mm-hmm. Shout out to Dalton trustees. Shout out to
Dalton. That's why I say drop the T trustees. I want to see I want a video that just has a list of names scrolling. Edward, you don't have to say nothing. Just give me the list of names like at the end of the movie. I know you know how to do that very well, like nobody. And I want to see the list of everyone who really did go to Vegas.
Yeah, because it's you're judging somebody just by on their skin tone. So this lady, right. So let me skip her. She was a Spellman. So I was dating this guy.
Yeah,
really liked him, and I was talking about black people. This, and then I was like, "Wait a minute, are you even black?" And he was like, "Actually,
yeah."
He was just like a fair complexion, waves, like Trustee Ed Steves. I'm gonna need your background.
Right. So you also just because, so even making that, and then you don't know, like we had this policy at the bank, a lot of banks have them, where you can't make comments like that because you don't know who you're offending. So like, for instance, I'm black, but being around her making those statements, that would be offensive to me.
Absolutely. You keep on saying he's a racist. He said about I think it's about 10 times Long Island Audit and said, I'm not white. But in addition, he said, oh, just being white doesn't make me racist.
Right. Correct. And
So
she didn't even acknowledge any of that. You're right. That's true. We've gotten some calls. I'm sorry, I'm a little on edge because, even if she would have done that, but because that accountability starts from the top. And because there has been no accountability, you're seeing all of them. But they've been doing that, like I know we blame it on what's going on with Tiffany. When I look at news articles like that, the Collins guy, one of the ones that is on this video, he was one of the ones in a high-speed chase that they talked about, looking like he was in the Hollywood movie theater, with bullets out of the car while his partner was driving. So these people have been doing things for years and no one has held them accountable. That's why Dalton is at the top of the list of these high-speed chases. So this didn't just start with Tiffany. This is stuff that had been going on. And this Collins guy has been almost 30 years?
Yeah. No, Chief Collins, you mean?
Not Collins. What is the other guy? Not Collins. He was
Lacey?
under him. He was under him. The guy who I put it in a chat with him with the bullets.
Let me look. Was it Lacey?
The 100. It wasn't Lacey.
Let me look in the chat. Hold up.
Not something. Oh, it was a while ago. Let me see who it was. I'll just look up Dalton high speed chase.
Because Dalton is known for their high speed
right
chase.
So this didn't just start. These are things that have been going on, just like when the trip was made to Riverdale. Remember, Tyron asked them, have you ever had any lawsuits? And remember the guy said, just like Tiffany, no sir, that I wasn't. You weren't in Vegas.
Yeah.
Well, did he forget about the lawsuit with the autistic young man that they had? Did he forget about the lawsuit, with their, so they have had a couple, a few just, in the last few years.
Yeah. Hold on. I mean, yeah, that, having these different lawsuits and thinking, and look, they would be rearranged if I was in office, because if you're causing me this many lawsuits, why do I need you?
Right.
Why do I need you?
So these guys have been doing this for a while.
Yeah, this is very strange. And the way she's going around trying to coerce everybody. He's a racist. It's because she can't get her way.
Nope.
And I'm pro women. I'm pro all that stuff. I'm a girl's girl. But girl, you're wrong.
Right.
100%. And it might be because you're trying to protect something that you got going on with the mayor. Allegedly.
Yeah, because she's always with her.
Mm-hmm.
So I'm sure, she has a close relationship. But, usually when a person is saying something other than what you're talking about, they're trying to take the camera off of them.
Yeah. Okay, I'm going to play a little bit more while you find that name for us. You don't have to look back. But yeah, this is interesting because this is, she's calling him a racist. She's being racist.
Yep.
Absolutely. And Black people can be racist too. I hate to say it. I'm like, I don't want to say this stuff.
Yep.
So, like a little insight. So I know an ex-police officer. He's retired. He heard me watching this Tiffany Henry stuff. And when Lacey was asking Tommy G for his ID, he was like, well, he should give him his ID. I said, but that's against the first, he don't have to because he's not suspected of a crime. So he does. No, if I tell you, he was really dead on, and he's Black. He's an officer. He like, no, if I ask for your ID, you give it. But why? Why should he give his ID? We had a full out argument because this is what I think they think. Like, once I get this uniform, I'm an authoritative figure, and you're supposed to listen to me, whether life or death. And we see that in so many cases.
Yep.
nicest
the arrogance gets on some of them, because you see the first two, but they're still young. I hope they stay the same. But even in the one that you said that you knew and you had never heard him raise his voice.
Yeah, he is.
That's because we don't live with him. So he went up pretty, you know what I mean? So his voice was kind of scary. You know what I mean? How quick he got upset. We don't live with him. You know, there's a lot of domestic V that goes on, you know, in their households, and a lot of divorce.
Now, I don't live with him. I don't know anything personal about him. But I was just like, man, that was one of the officers. If we saw him around, we just knew he was friendly. Like sometimes you could wave to an officer and someone would be like, oh my God, wait a minute, hold on. I'm sorry. Patrick Bob succeeded. Patrick Bob sent Burgundy Blue Commentary $100 on Cash App.
Oh, Patrick
Bob. Patrick Bob.
He needs his own money song.
My gosh. Do you
Patrick
know what that
Bob,
means?
thank you.
Look, Patrick Bob, I have a broke lens on my
I was gonna say, Patrick Bob, you are helping Burgundy to get her equipment to be too legit to quit.
Let me tell you, I was live, and you guys, I already know stuff gonna go down Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, because Jedediah. So you're giving me the opportunity. I'm gonna go to Orland possibly today and get my little lens fixed. Thank you. That is amazing. And I know, look, YouTube. That's why YouTube will try to shut me down. They get their 30%, Patrick Bob.
Did you have to go to Orland? Is that the only place you could go?
Where's the nearest Apple store?
Oh yeah, that is. It has to be fixed at an Apple store.
Girl, if you go to like Best Buy, it takes 2 days. If you go to Orland, get it, and it's like $99.99 or like $129.
But what about the place in right in Cherville by the GFS?
Email me that. Is that somewhere I can go?
What is the name of the place?
I went to like iFix phones, and they
said, like they don't do it.
Oh no, they charge you like $200 to $300 just to fix a lens.
Oh,
yeah. So one of the little rings fell off of my camera.
Yeah.
So I need that fixed. Yeah.
Is it now? Is yours still a newer phone?
I think it's an iPhone 11 or 12 or something like that.
Have you checked to see if you're under the time period where you could just get a new phone?
I did. So either way, I owe like a couple of dollars on the phone,
right?
And then I owe to repair it with like $100 and something. So either way, I'm like stuck. But I might need to just upgrade my phone now that
because sometimes it's. Are you on a plan with 2 lines or 1?
2, because I have an iPad and an iPhone.
So then with iPad, you're just paying the $10, right?
Yeah.
So if you add a line, look, I do audits of services of companies. Which company do you have?
I have T-Mobile.
Okay, so if you add a line with T-Mobile, you should get a free device.
Girl, okay, look. After this, we're gonna email because I need your help.
Yep, you should get a free device if you add a line. And then if you if you add a line, you should get a free device. And if anyone in your family is in the military, like your parents, then you can have that line change. But in your business, talk to them about the business perk that they have too. So talk to them about the business, but you should get a free phone because right now they have a special going on devices and it's up to $830 on some of them. But depending upon, especially since you have that particular iPhone, because you're at the point where they don't give you more than 35, 40, they don't give you a lot for it.
Yeah.
So while you might as well let that line, maybe pay, continue, add another line. And if you're getting it for free, and if it's only going to charge you not that much, then you could just let that line go once you pay the other device off, and then transfer that phone to that phone number.
Okay, so then what we're gonna do,
if that makes sense.
what we're gonna do is, I just sent you an email, like, Sis
Okay.
Steven, when you get time
Okay.
tomorrow, can you walk me through the process?
Yep, I will.
Thank you. Because I would like a phone.
Yep, I'll send you my phone number so you could just, tell them what
Oh.
you want to do and ask to see the manager.
Yeah, because I would love to get that adjusted and then get a little more. I have a camera, but I don't know how to go live with that
Yeah.
camera. But you, Trustee Steve, Shay from Late Night Crew, y'all been trying to walk me through, because I was trying to go live. I'm like, Shay, I don't know what I'm doing, but report live. It's a sky cam.
Right.
And so I would
And
like
there
to
are
get
certain stores that the managers are better than others, like the store that's close to Dalton, that they're horrible at that store.
Yes, they are.
But the one that is in Calumet City, Lansing, they're okay, but not impressive. The one in Cherville, they're very customer oriented at that particular one. And the last time that I went to Country Club Hills, they're very customer focused. That manager there was very customer focused. So you need a manager that's going to spend that time and be okay with giving you the write-off, not making money. And the guy in Griffith at the T-Mobile, he's good too. I got to remember his name. I'll talk to him.
I don't know what you do, but there's people in the chat like, wait a minute. Municipality said it will cost me $20 to add a line. So after 2 years of $20 a month, I end up spending the money anyways.
Right. So that's why I say so you could just add that line on there. You see what I mean? If you don't owe that much on the one that you have, like that one is probably almost paid off, the one that you have. And so you just add that on, and then see about getting your Apple insurance, because T-Mobile insurance is higher than Apple if you go under Apple's.
Oh, let me tell you something. Thank you. That's what I want to say. Thank you so much.
And all of you all in the chat, when you buy cars, this is the last piece of advice I have. When you buy cars, stop going and buying a car from the place that you take the test drive. You don't have to buy the car at the place you take the test drive. You know how a car drives. A 15-minute drive is not going to tell you if that car drives well. Go to another dealership, negotiate your deal, and you could do it over the phone. You don't have to be in person sitting in anyone's face to negotiate the deal. And your time is valuable, and they could send you the information with quotes, because that's all you want to see.
Yeah. This is crazy.
We have to change the way that we do business. You know what I'm saying? And so when you don't owe that much, you can just think about it as okay, because see, this is going to be a tax deduction for you. I did taxes for H&R Block when I lived in different states. So this is going to be a tax deduction for you anyway.
Wow. Let me tell you, you're giving us some knowledge.
So it's going to be a business line, a tax, all these auditors in here, business use of your home, the mileage on your car, all of that stuff adds up. Why do you think that you see, like, really, honestly, to be truthful, we shouldn't be buying a luxury car unless we have a business that we're able to write off that portion of that vehicle.
Yeah.
They said it's a large amount of people that are losing their cars now because of how high people are paying now monthly for their car notes. So it's not enough to maintain. And so we have to be, smarter and outsmart them with the way that we do things. And we definitely have to start making. Last 2 cars I bought over the phone. My sister worked for Lexus, Mercedes, BMW dealership. And she called me on a good day. And I needed to get out of a bad deal. And so I didn't even, she signed my paperwork. I met her, still got the bow experience and everything. And you see what I mean? But that's how I got the car over the phone. So you don't have to test drive it. The car before that, same way. These guys that were lighter than me told me what kind of car I was going to be getting because I was moving back and needed to be in a cold state. And they told me what type of car had value, hold its body value. And we have to open our net and not just stay within a certain amount of cars. We have to say, you know what, this is a good car. So we want a car that lasts. We want a car that's durable, not because we saw it and it looked good driving down the road.
Wow.
And we have to change the way we do things because the economy is, causing us to have to think about that and think about everyone on this chat who has businesses and how you could keep your receipts and start, because all of us should have a business where we have a Schedule C that we're able to file on our income taxes. It's no reason for everyone in this chat not to be, to have that, because that's what you're doing. You're creating that tax shelter for yourself.
Wow, this is crazy. We're getting knowledge on this channel. Like, we're getting actual knowledge, and I appreciate you so much.
Oh, thank you. Oh, Patrick, you're in Washington State. I have a couple of friends. I sent some pumpkin bread to Washington State.
Oh,
I sure did. I sure did. I send gifts to Washington State.
How cute. And you know what, Patrick Bob, thank you. Like, you did not have to do that. Thank you for helping the channel. That is amazing.
Yes.
Thank you too, teaching me about baking, because she sent me a baking recipe.
Oh yeah, because you know what? Yeah, because that helps you to organize things. Because what that person does is she does meal preps for the like she puts them in the freezer. I do the same thing. Like my dad, since I'm not going over there today, I'm like, Daddy, take this out the freezer, take that out, so that he has meals. See, so you're busy.
And you know what, with the preparation, but also the calm in it. Like, to
Yep.
read, I sat there and read, and I was like, oh, this is a calm in it, because this Dalton news comes back to back to back, and
It does.
It can be overwhelming. Orb said this is a great network. So thank you, you guys. I appreciate all y'all that even consider listening to me. Let alone.
And let us know if y'all have channels so that we could subscribe to you all's channel. Like, let us know what you all do in your channel so we could subscribe and come over there and we could learn something about you all and, in the good state of Washington, we could send our love there.
Absolutely. I always say how a lot of people, like I was telling you, Succeeded, I think you should have a channel. You are so
it's too much work.
It's a lot of work, but you could just come on when it's your channel. So this is the thing people don't understand about channels. It's your channel. You can do what you want to. So look, let me tell you this. You could do what you want to on the channel. But this is the thing. If you guys are thinking about starting a channel, the best thing to do is engage with other people so you get your subscribers, so that when you want to become monetized, if that's your goal, it's already there. So let us know what you do on your channel. What should we put Succeed in so people know to put a star? Can you put a star? Can you put a star in the chat if you have a YouTube channel so we can go over there and subscribe? Put a star.
Or tell us the name of your channel.
Yeah, put a star. Tell us a name, and if even if you're an aspiring channel, let us know to go over there so you already have that subscription. Okay, you know what? I'm done. Because we're going back. Patrick Bob, leave me alone. Let us loose. Thank you, Patrick Bob. Thank you so much. A $99.99 super sticker. Is that what it is? Is that what it's called? A $99.99 super sticker. Thank you, Patrick Bob. You're making a difference in our channel. Thank you. Thank you so much. And I'm saying R because it's all of us. Okay. let's go back to the video. Thank you, Patrick Bob. Let's go back to the video. Let's see succeeding 2. I'm gonna let you predict this. Do you think Commander Riley learned anything yet? Do you think she could learned anything? Oh no, that leaves I lost succeeding. That loser. Okay, I'm gonna wait for her to come back. Thank you, Patrick Bob, because my freaking what do you call this thing? StreamYard is acting up. Let's go ahead and some more. The scene I'll leave you on. I'm not gonna let you off. Hopefully you get back on connected. It's probably StreamYard.
Said racist things against me. You've called me a racist. You called me a white racist, that I bomb people. I'm not calling you. I've never called the police department. I've never once called the police department. What are you talking about? I would like to make a complaint against an officer. If you guys in Dalton take complaints, do you guys take complaints against officers? You better be covering yourself. The FBI is investigating all of you. Do you take complaints against officers? Yes or no? Am I wasting my time here? Normally, you at least take the complaint, investigate yourself, and find no wrongdoing. But at this department, you don't even take complaints, huh? Understood. Got it.
Not going to waste my time here anymore. You've been exposed. Do you guys have any comment on the mayor situation that's happening right now? I'm an independent journalist. You don't have any comment on that?
Please don't talk to them. They're victims.
Well, I just wanted to know if they had any comment on the mayor's situation right now. I'm a journalist. I'm just working on the story
I
here.
understand that, but if you want to do that, then you need to confine that to the front part of the parking lot because it's a secured area.
It's not secured. They're parked right there.
Sir, they're family members of a victim.
Right.
So please.
This is a public parking lot, sir.
No, it's not.
It is.
No, it's not.
That's where they parked. Where did the public park? They park here. Right? They do. Why are you guys being difficult for it?
So I've been. Oh, sorry.
LT.
Sorry, I'm trying to pause it. So I've been to. Oh,
I've already talked to the chief and the LT.
Yes, I'm so sorry.
Your chief tried to arrest me. He took out his handcuffs, but he didn't have the guts to do it.
Okay, I'm so sorry. I'm trying to pause this part. So, I couldn't be the police. It's just too much clothes. But, I've been to Dalton Police, and that's a public parking lot, and the police officers usually supposed to park off to the back or the side or the workers there. That's all I have to say regarding that. Showing the victims, not cool. Not cool. The victim family. But again, we're learning here, like this is the learning channel. Isn't it up to the police to protect the victim families? Why would y'all just, hey Dave channel, thank you. Everybody put a star in the chat and put your channel name so we can subscribe. Nurse Petty, thank you. Aren't they supposed to support the victims? Okay, let's keep on going. Because you're supposed to protect them. Like, it's like they want us, the people. Like I said, that's just because Sean does We the People. They want us to do their job. No, you're supposed to. Why the victims aren't coming through the back door? Why they're not coming through the side door? Why they're not? I mean, it's a lot of doors. I'm just saying. Why you not saying, okay, you guys, just so we know. I mean, Commander Riley, this is directed to her. This is directed to Lacey. This is directed to the drone man. This is directed to the man that blocked Sean. I'm not, Officer Harris, I'm not discriminating. Why y'all didn't say, hey, you guys, you know what? Right now, we got one of those First Amendment auditor folks. We got one of them. And we got them here. So make sure you direct any victims to this area. This is your job to do that, not our job. Not our job.
But he just wanted to intimidate me. Another one said he was going to throw me in the lockup. Didn't do it either.
You said you're an independent journalist.
Independent journalist, sir.
Who
right.
are you? What's your name?
Well, what's your name, sir?
Coleman.
Coleman. My name is Sean Coleman.
Sean?
Sean.
Sean what?
Just Sean.
I'm going to tell y'all, this officer can never come for me. We'll save it for a later date.
Just Sean?
Just like you're just Coleman, I'm just Sean.
I'm Officer Coleman. This is where I
I'm
work.
investigative journalist Sean. Do you have any comment on the allegations of corruption and tyranny by your mayor, Tiffany Henyard?
This is the reason why I've canceled my doorbell camera subscription.
This brand new subscription.
Comment for you, sir.
Do you work on her security detail? Officer Coleman, do you work on her security detail? Do you know where she is? I've been looking for her. I can't find her anywhere. Do you know where she hides? Has she left the country? Going home for the day. Going home for the day? You don't want to talk. You just want to say the same thing over and over again. That's fine, but
until you walk in these shoes, you would never understand it. I could care less what's going on with the mayor and anybody else.
But Officer Commander Riley, you have to walk in Alexis Wilson's shoes as well. You can't just. I get called names every day being on YouTube. Being on YouTube, y'all, not y'all. People call me all kind of names every day. I'm sure all my other YouTubers understand that. They call you names every single day. You are an officer. You being called names, being called a whore, close your legs to marry men and all those things. Does that matter? Does that matter when there's bigger things at point right now in the heat of what's going on with the mayor? That doesn't matter. It is scary, not taking that away. It is scary, but at least hear him out. That's what I'm saying. It is scary and it sucks. I couldn't, and let me tell you, I want to double down and say I do know Commander Riley and her staff probably get those comments only because I saw it under Tiffany Henyard's post. People post racist stuff, but you have to start at the head. It's wrong as heck, but start at the head. Start at your what's his name? Chief Lacey. Start there. Let's keep going.
Care about, and I mean this from the bottom of my heart, is my staff.
Your staff isn't in any danger.
No, so you can't say that. If you're getting threatened every day, how would you want to go to your job and every day the phone rings all day? We can't conduct business.
Every day in my job I get threatened.
But listen though, so I think you should be identified. Now here's the thing about it, you'll never be able to identify because you're not black, but you want to say the victim. See, those are catch-22.
So if I was black?
You're steady talking about race. You're supposed to protect everybody, Commander Riley. And I'm a black person in a black neighborhood. Side note, Commander Riley, you look really camera ready. You look cute. Just wanted to say that.
That would be okay.
No, you're missing a point. So you say stuff like that. We have always been victims. Even in 2024, we're victims. And so now here we are in 2024. I got staff persons who are trying to do their job, and they're being called all day. Imagine that. You have to imagine it.
Like I said, it's horrible, but
so somebody,
horrible.
For example, we may get a call for somebody going into cardiac arrest. They call straight to the clerk's.
First of all, okay. If I'm wrong, sue me. Commander Riley is saying she get a call for a person going to cardiac arrest. Now, this is my opinion. I would love your input. I may be wrong, but I think those calls go to a 911 operator, which is in the fire department, which is in ESDA, which is in emergency services. That means the ambulance come out, the fire department come out. I don't think they sent Commander Riley to cardiac arrest. If I'm wrong, let me know I'm wrong. But I don't think they're sending Commander Riley to a cardiac arrest situation. That goes to a 911 dispatch. Now, if I say a kitten in the tree, something like that, that goes to the clerk. If I say my car radio or my sound system was stolen, that goes to the police clerk. If it changed, let me know, because I don't think Commander Riley gets those calls.
Office, and then we just dispatch it back out. But because phones are tied up with the same persons that call on a regular, I've never had to experience this.
Right.
I don't care about what's going on.
I agree with you about the resources. You're losing resources by people calling, but what about the resources you're losing by protecting the mayor?
You know what? I'm talking about my staff being threatened. That's serious.
Okay, but if you don't want to talk about the
We're
mayor,
not gonna talk to
you don't want to talk about the mayor.
control the narrative again.
I said that that's a bad thing. I said I just answered you, but you can't answer my questions, but I can answer yours.
That's just a statement you're making because you really don't care. If you care,
The mayor's being protected by 6 officers that could be on the street. They could be on the street protecting the residents of Dalton.
about my staff being threatened. They said they're going to burn.
But what about the public that's being threatened with the lack of officers here?
You don't want to talk.
What about the public? How would I have a slick mouth? I haven't said anything. You called me a racist. I'm not a racist. I'm not a racist.
I stand by because you don't want to listen to what's going on with my staff, who are all black women being called.
I'm not a racist, man. You said
Thanks for correcting me, Sportsmania. Sportsmania says, I am a firefighter and the police does get dispatched to cardiac arrest also because a lot of times the police are closer. So what about the EMT? So do the police dispatch the EMT? Just wondering. I appreciate you. That's the beauty of this channel. I love to talk about it. So I want to know, because I remember when I worked for the village of Dalton specifically, it was clerks that was non-emergency, and then it was 911 dispatch, which was emergency. The 911 dispatch was in the fire department house. So maybe that's changed. So thank you for that. I appreciate it. Thank you so, so much. And we're still talking about white and black. This is crazy.
said racial comment today. I said that's horrible, and then I wanted to talk to you about something else.
You're being pretentious. So you want to brush over it.
So what would you like me to say? You want me to cry about it? I don't understand, man.
You don't want to hear about staff being called bitches and whores.
What would make you happy about? What would make you happy?
You make the phone call stop, then we'll talk.
I can't make anything stop. That has nothing to do with me. I want to make a complaint against you, Lieutenant. Okay. Bunch of tyrants. Oh man, what a bunch of criminals. Criminals with badges. That's what they are. We're going to stick around a little bit longer just to make sure that they know that we will not ever back down from holding them accountable and exercising our rights. All right, fellow patriots.
My StreamYard is messed up. But at the end of the day,
We're just getting up to the Dolton Police Department here in Illinois. Wow. Definitely
sorry, guys.
One of the most corrupt.
So the commander is not the end all be all. I'm not trying to take Sean, like Sean is the best. I'm not trying to say that. But she kept on calling him a racist. And then I was like, well, maybe she's misunderstanding. But then she was like, well, make the call stop. How is he going to make the call stop? Like, that's not in his power. Make the call stop. So she's misunderstanding the entire business Sean has going here. He's basically asking her to check in with him as an auditor. He's asking to file a report against the guy that he said put his hands or stopped in front of him. He's asking things. She's saying somebody calling me bitches and whores. On YouTube, I get called B's and H's or W's. B, H's and W's every day. You move on, you deal with it. Not saying she's supposed to, but as a police department, hold the people by their phone number or whatever may have you. We do know it's like AI and that out there. Hold them accountable. You don't have time for that. You're gonna have to move on because it's people that lost their lives out here, and if you want us to respond to somebody in a cardiac arrest situation, you have to respond. You can't want the same for us to respond to somebody calling you a hoe. We can't. It happens every day. Every day. All right, let's keep going.
Corrupt departments in the country. I have never said this before, but this police department needs to be disbanded and redone completely, restaffed, completely disbanded from the top down. So much ignorance here. It started off when we had some questions for the drone pilot, the officer that was training with the drone. He was professional, no problems. And then the commander came out, the female commander who just wanted to escalate things, call us racist over and over again, talk about people calling and readjusting their government, saying racial things in some of the calls. I'm sure she failed to mention the hundreds of calls where people were just calling them tyrants and to do the right thing. But of course, she wants to focus on the matter that she thinks she can win on, which is her race. She wants to play the victim in all of this, not the perpetrator. Even though her police chief, she didn't want to answer the question about the police chief demanding ID under threat of arrest to a journalist, because apparently that's the law here in Illinois. Newsflash, it isn't. We have a Fourth Amendment right to be secure in our persons and papers. But of course, the Dolton Police Department does not know that, or just doesn't care. That's what I really think it is. They're ignorant of the law and they don't care. I think it's a combination of the both of those things. But the police chief even went even further, stopping in front of me as I'm walking and talking with him, asking him questions, blocking my movement, committing a battery against me, and then having the nerve to pull out handcuffs like if he was going to arrest me. If you're going to pull out your handcuffs, you might as well go ahead and arrest me, or else you're a coward. You just try to intimidate me, and it's not going to work. You intimidated the first journalist here. You intimidate the residents here, but you won't intimidate me, ever. And the other officer who said he was going to throw me in the lockup, and
You guys, Patrick Bob, stop it. You know what? I don't know. Patrick Bob sent us another $100. Patrick Bob, I don't know who sent you. Patrick Bob. Patrick Bob said, "Get your phone fixed." He's ready for I try not to misgender people. Patrick Bob sent us another 100. YouTube gonna shut me down. They're like, I ain't getting that 30%. What do YouTube take? 45%, 30%? YouTube is like, no. Patrick Bob, thank you. This is how you make me feel.
That I have felt the most connected and valued.
Patrick Bob, look, YouTube messed me up, but I feel very connected and valued. Bless you. That is awesome. You guys hit the like button. Now, while we're here, we're gonna do a video because yes, Patterson Police Center. That Patterson was a police chief. His picture actually hung up in the police station. I couldn't tell if his picture was still there before what I saw was a super mayor on one side and a couple of blurry photos on the other. So I'm going to go over there just to see if Patterson photo is still up at his dedication. And I'll bring you back that report. So thank you so much. Everybody, thank you. Thank you. Look, I like Hannibal's. Somebody going to jail. I love when Hannibal do that. What do you say, Super Marion? Somebody is going to jail. Okay, let's go back right here. Thank you.
I dared him to. I dared him to. I invited him to do it. And again, a coward, a tyrant coward who wouldn't follow through on his empty threat to violate my rights. He wants to talk about, racial comments. What about our constitutional liberties, our freedom here in this country that is at stake here in the village of Dolton? Still can't find the mayor.
Y'all, I want to cry.
Anywhere. Wonder where Mayor Tiffany Henyard is. She's still nowhere to be found. I've been looking all over Dolton. Can't find her anywhere.
Tanya Harper, you did not have to do that. You guys, let me tell you, this is a small YouTube channel. And I swear I'm not trying to be a total tampon. I'm just a small YouTube channel, and I appreciate y'all. Like, it's nerve-wracking too. Orbs, what the? Stop it. Y'all stop. hit the like button. Oh my God. Like, y'all to give $100, that's a lot. Thank you. I don't know what to do other than to keep on reporting, keep on serving the best way I can. I promise I'm not perfect. I thank y'all. Y'all, this is freaking crazy that you would even do something like this. Thank you, Patrick. Thank you, Tanya. Thank you, Orbs. I don't even know what to say. I've never thought I would even be in this position to talk about Dalton because I was scared. I was point blank, period, scared. And you can see a little bit of why you would be intimidated. Not saying scared, but intimidated. And you guys, I want to. Somebody said, "Burgundy, you making mayor money?" I want to thank you. I'm shaking. I never thought $100 is a. You guys, have you ever broke $100 bill? Once, Bev, no. No, I swear, y'all gonna think I'm phony. Please stop. Where I'm in Dalton, I am a Daltonite. I am from, y'all saw me from the beginning. I'm from Dalton, but thank you. Can you imagine like this happening, talking about Dalton? I've been talking about sister wives for years. Nobody gave me anything. So thank you. Thanks for Chavez. Thank you for holding down. Nurse Petty, thank you for holding down. All my mods, thank you. Mara, Kara, Chavez, thank you. I appreciate y'all. Like, this is amazing. You guys, it's so funny because with Shay, okay, so I met Shay at, how did I get onto Late Night Crew Live? I got over there late night. We know how we met Long Island, but I got over there Late Night Crew Live. And Bev, thank you. Everybody, Tanya, Orbs, Patrick. It's going to go. I'm going to upgrade the channel. I promise. I promise. So you guys, so Chavez said, don't deny the blessing. You guys, on my Patreon, I have an adoption story. So I'm adopted. And so it's hard for me. I want to say, Chavez, it's hard for me to accept things because Big Boots, thank you. Thank you for the $5 super sticker. Thank you. It's hard for me to accept things sometimes. I have a wonderful family, but I think a lot of Black kids were adopted in the late 70s, early 80s, probably feel the same way. I'm not trying to put, but we feel like, we're behind the scenes. Not just the adoption. Even when you guys see me out there and I see the films and people get interviews. I'm right here in Dalton, and I don't want it. I say this just so you guys could know why I don't grant interviews. I'm in Dalton. I am registered to vote in Dalton, and I never get an interview. Never. From anybody. But I'm not doing interviews except for like Miss Mary. I did talk to Stephanie. Stephanie would answer questions, Miss Sherry. But do you know that nobody will come to me for an interview, but they'll go to all the huge YouTubers who I love and follow. And they'll be like, that's covering the story. Oh, we're going to get you an interview. Baby, they can't vote. It don't matter. They can't stand out the polling place and convince people to vote for you. They can't vote. I'm here with in this town, I have about 24 votes that I know can happen. They can't vote. I'm doing the history of Dalton. We saw people that have family and legacy here that's registered to vote. You guys, I was outside of Village Hall covering the FBI situation, and a white family, and I'm not trying to be racist, they have been here for 6 years. One of the girls, and she said I could say this, she married into Nick's sports page. If you guys know, you know. 6 years. 6 years. 6 generations. 6 generations, damn. And I'm exaggerating, but it was the great grandmother that came to Dalton in the early 1900s. The grandmother here in the 70s, 80s, and 90s. The mother here, and then the grandchildren. And we pulled up and we talked. Do you know I want to bring this up because of Sean White. They were white, and people ignored them. And we talked, had a good time, and they were like, "Are you Burgundy Blue Commentary?" I was like, "Yeah, I am." And we got to talking, having a good time, and we're gonna we talk about their family legacy. And like I said, was it the granddaughter? I'm sorry, it was a daughter. She married into Nick's sports page family. So she married into that family. So we're out here talking, and they're talking about how their family still have property. They can still vote. They're still registered to vote in Dalton. I don't see, and I don't want it. I'm being honest. I don't want it. I know that sounds passive aggressive, but I'm telling you, I don't want it now. You don't see none of those people coming over to the citizens on Burgundy Blue Commentary that can vote. You don't see nobody coming over here to say, let me talk to the people of Dalton. When we have the most people of Dalton in this Dalton sphere. O'Shea is great. Late Night Crew is great. Shawan Burns, I love her. I think I have like a no homo girl crush on Shawan. Is so pretty. She's so pretty. Who else? Della Creme Della with her breakdowns. O'Shea. Who else we got? Late Night Crew, Della Creme Della, Shawan Burns. It's somebody else. Who am I missing, y'all? Tell me who I'm missing. I'm missing somebody. Oh, Hannibal is hungry. Total. Hannibal, love your channel. Been there since you had maybe 2,000 subscribers. I told you that. Been there. You took me through the pandemic. Pink Book Lessons. Don't show her face. Has an amazing impact. It's so many people that's out here. Nate the lawyer. Everybody. I love Nate the lawyer. I love him. Messy Michonne. I'm just getting into Messy. I don't know about Messy. To a pre. Thanks for putting these. I don't know about them. Okay. Do you think any of them can vote? Let me know if any of them can vote. Put it in the comments. Dalton has a problem with power. That's what I'm saying. And that goes from all aspects. Forgive me, all the people. No, I do not. I saw Trustee Norwood out there the other day. I do not want to interview her. She's amazing though. 16 2. Trustee Norwood is my favorite trustee. But no, I don't. I think Trustee Norwood has noticed me, seen me about. I think she's awesome, and I did speak to her, and I was in a private location with her. I think if I was different and not from Dalton, I would get the coverage that Dalton needs. So over here, you will not get Dalton coverage. You won't, because Dalton, I'm too close to Dalton. That's my point. I'm too close to Dalton. I saw Trustee Steve out there. Cool dude, cool cat. I love Trustee Steve. I'm Trustee Steve's. I'm in his fan club. But no, you won't get the same respect here in Dalton if you're from Dalton. You have to be far away. That's my opinion. I love Trustee Norm. Hey, 16-2, I want to talk to Regina. I love Regina. But no, I'm not trying to get interviewed. But I want to watch them from the outside. And what my point is, I want to be here watching them the whole time. The Jason House appointment, the movement of the trustees. That's my job. So that's my goal here on Burgundy Blue Commentary. I tried to get in where I fit in. I tried to be with the cool kids. I'm not a part of the cool kids. So I want to just watch and observe. And that's what it is. And it's not being, and I know it sounds passive aggressive. So probably it is. I hate that. I hate people that are passive aggressive. I hate it. So this sounds a little passive aggressive. But no, I did try. I talked to a couple of people, tried to get their attention. Other people that came here, they get the red carpet, and I'm not talking about Shay. Shay actually was boots on the ground with me. Where I went, Shay went. You know what I mean? He was really cool. But yeah, I want to deal with the Miss Hills. I want to deal with the unjust. I want to deal with the people that need these body cams. That's what I'm gonna do. So I'm really happy that I did not get the people. When I walk in the room, they're like, "Oh, that's Burgundy Blue Commentary." Not like, "Oh my God." It's like, "Oh, that's a blogger." They knew I was a blogger when I showed up, and they avoid me. So, and it's no shade to anybody. I think I'm too close to the situation. You know what I mean? I'm too close to the situation. And that's where I am. So what I'm going to bring to you is maybe a little auditing. I may be a little tiny auditor. I might be a minimized auditor. And I'll tell y'all, okay, I'm at this board meeting and somebody asked this and they shut. I might be a mini auditor. I might be. I don't know. I don't know where my angle is going to go. But I know I'm here. I know me, my family, my friends, my homegirls, my homeboys, my baby daddy. We all registered to vote in Dalton. What's up? That's what I'm saying. What's up? If don't come knocking on our doors, don't let that voter's registration get you in trouble. That's not what I'm saying. Don't come knocking on our doors and you see us at the board meetings. Don't do that. See us at the board meetings and say something instead of whispering about it. Now, that's probably the most direct of Burgundy you will get. If you see us at the board meetings, acknowledge us. Because then again, you're falling in the line of nepotism. You're falling in the line of the cool kids versus the not cool kids. If you see us, say something. Don't beg us to say something. If you're saying something to the popular bloggers and you're granting these interviews to the popular bloggers, say something to the people that vote for you. That's all I want to say. Okay, let's get to this. Bev, thank you for the $99.99. I appreciate you so much. Big Boots, thank you for the $5. Nathaniel, thank you for the $5. So that's what you're going to get over here at Burgundy Blue Commentary. Jay Jones, you there? You there? Thank you for being here. I'm just saying, the people that just so you know, Nate the lawyer can't vote for you. I'm being honest. I'm not being shady. I'm being shady. Nate the lawyer can't vote for you. And I watch every one of Nate the lawyer's videos. I do. I'm not being shady. I swear to God on my life. Now, Nate the lawyer can't vote for you. He can influence. But how many of those seniors playing big bingo watching Nate the lawyer? How many? That's how Tiffany Henyard will win. That's how Tiffany Henyard will win. Do you think that all the people at big bingo getting refrigerators, washers and dryers, big screen TVs are watching Nate the lawyer? Some. Enough to pass the vote? Y'all better check yourself before you wreck yourself. That's all I'm saying. Now, I'm going to tell you who do watch. The people at Late Night Crew. I be seeing, I watch, this stuff is for hilarious. Y'all, this hilarious to me. Shay, don't get mad at me. I was over there watching Late Night Crew, and I was at the meeting. It was not elder, a sophisticated white woman coming up to Shay. I love your show. Now we know Shay has a colorful language when he goes live. It was a sophisticated man in government came up to Shay. I love your show. That's Late Night Crew. And he was white. Now he was white. Long Island not white, but this man was white. Then it was people of all ages. When they saw Shay, he had the Late Night Crew. I think he had a hoodie on. Don't quote me. He might have had some identified Shay. I don't know if it was his face, but some identified Late Night Crew. They were coming up to him. Now, if you want to know who may influence the vote, it's somebody that's been here in Dalton and did the work. That's what I want to say. And I'm not shading anybody else. I'm not. I promise I'm not shading. I'm saying you got 2 podcasters. No, 3. Chicago. It's a guy. Chicago. I am so sorry. If you're in the chat, I'm blaming it on my head and not my heart. Chicago something. He's amazing. He was there filming. He was really nice. You got Critical Smoker. He might be in there filming, but you got Chicago something. I can't think. It's a long name. Please forgive me. I can't remember that name. Chicago something. No, it wasn't Firm. Firm was there, but I only saw Firm. May I be wrong? If I'm wrong, correct me. But Firm was only there April 1st. April 1st, he was there. Chicago Reality TV. Thank you, Regina. Thank you, Mocha. He was there too. So imagine being at a board meeting that's a secret squirrel meeting. You got Shay from Late Night Crew. You got the news there. I'm just saying. The bloggers in Dalton. You got Shay from Late Night Crew. You got Burgundy Blue Commentary. And you got Chicago Reality TV. Was there anyone else that was in there that was blogging? Let me know. Midwest wasn't Dave's. I don't think, if I'm wrong, correct me. I don't think Midwest TV was there the week at the Secret Squirrel meeting. Midwest Audit was there April 1st. Did Midwest come back April 8th or April 15th? What it was? I don't think he came back. So out of the bloggers that was there for the Secret Squirrel meeting, that's what I'm saying. That's when they gave the baby the Easter bunny and the Easter bunny basket and was so cute with it. And they also gave they did an Easter bunny basket, and they also brought Lori Lightfoot out. I didn't see Fern. Okay, so look, the Secret Squirrel meeting. The biggest blogger in the entire room, it was 2. The 2 biggest bloggers. No, I have to separate them. This for forgive me. The biggest blogger in the entire room was Shay from Late Night Crew. In the entire room, if you wanted to be seen, Shay from Late Night Crew was the biggest blogger in the room. The second, and he's not a blogger, that's why I separated him. The number one auditor or the number one YouTuber in the room was Long Island Audits. Okay. You had them two. The third blogger or the one that was the underdog was Burgundy Blue Commentary. If you wanted to be seen, Burgundy Blue was putting you up there. Then you had me and my guy was running neck and neck Chicago reality TV. So it wasn't a lot of attention at the Secret Squirrel meeting, but out of those 4 people there, I think, I'm gonna be honest, Chicago reality TV and Burgundy Blue Commentary and we're the only 2 that could vote. I don't know if Chicago reality TV live in Dalton, but I'm saying they're the only ones that can vote. We could talk all day. That vote counts. So if you're over there at Big Bingo with the super mayor, that's what I'm trying to tell you guys. That's a difference. That's a difference. We could be on YouTube all day, but she can win. In the story. In the story. Thank you. Secret score was 4-1. Thank you. So I'm just keeping it 100. Tanya, I'm just thank you for giving us. I'm keeping it 100. Y'all can do all the interviews you want to do. Where do the vote fall in? Boom. What Tasha say on Why Did I Get Married? I was just waiting for you to say something. Boom. So thank you. Y'all can do what you want to do. Boom. That vote counts. Boom. You ain't got to come. I already know who I'm voting for. I'm Team Jason House. I'm going to go ahead and vote for Jason House and who's on his ticket. I'm Team Jason House. That's what I'm saying right now. Now, if somebody come in, like if Lori Lightfoot come in and say she going to run for mayor, as bad as she was, but she saved us. But no, Jason House, I'm Team Jason House. Y'all know I'm Team Edward Steves. You know I'm Brittany Norwood needs to get security for me. Y'all already know Trustee Brittany Norwood, how I be like fangirling over her. Like, she's so to the fact, she's so simple, and this how I be looking at Brittany Norwood. Y'all already know. I be like, Brittany Norwood, she just gets to the point, put it on the Jumbotron, and call it a day. Jay Jones, get out of here. Jay Jones said, I'm Team Homes. John JC said, Team Homeless. Yeah. We in the house. Y'all see, this me looking at Trustee Brittany Norwood. I'm so happy. Y'all know how I feel about Trustee Brittany Norwood. I feel like she be like, put it on the Jumbotron. You know, I think Kiana Belcher is very, very, very smart. And she got, if it wasn't for her, we wouldn't know about the Tahoes. And there we go. Trustee Tammy Brown, keep on wearing them fly jackets. You got my vote. And basically, Holmes and Brown can get to step in. I don't know why they there. Let's finish the last minutes of this audit. And we've been on here. Oh, my God. See. I'm long-winded. Let's go ahead and finish. And thank you, y'all. I can't believe we raised this amount over here on Burgundy Blue Commentary. Y'all are amazing. Thank you.
I'm not going to give up. We're going to try and get to her before the FBI does and arrests her for her corruption and tyranny here. This police department, again, needs to be dismantled from the top down. So much ignorance in this video. I'm at a loss for words in this outro, ladies and gentlemen. I'm at a loss for words. So much ignorance, so much tyranny. This is exactly what I expected when you have Mayor Tiffany Henyard at the helm. But let me know your thoughts. I can't wait to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. As always, stay safe. God bless. I'll see you in the next video. Long Island Audit. Peace.
Long Island Audit. It took us 7 hours. It took us 3 hours. So you guys will be back. Don't forget, if you got Tubi, download Tubi Tuesday, I want to do the respect the sacrifice portion, but YouTube blocked it. I was trying to do it a watch party, but we're gonna have to do it like where you watch Tubi, we count the minutes, and we go from there. But oh, sorry guys, I'm talking and hiccups. Okay, so you guys, so Long Island, he been to, shout out to Sean Paul. We love you. Thanks for coming back to Dalton. Thanks for hearing my critique. You always take it in good strides. We appreciate you. Okay, so he went to Thornton Township, he went to Village Hall, and he went to Dalton. Who he should have went to the Public Works Department. That would have been really cool, but I don't know if that's private. But he went to the police station. So with the Sean Reyes fine.
You can see, the more you fuck around, the more you're going to find out. And also, if you stay down here and you never fuck around, you'll never find out.
So he, y'all, that diagram is too much for me. So you guys, Sean Reyes found out. He found out. And, you know, it's really, really different. It's really, really different. It's crazy. So I'm going to go for the day. Don't forget, April 27th, I'll have a green headband on if you want to say hello. I get a lot of comments about why I don't show my face. It's just because I'm not camera ready. And in the words of Mayor Hinyard, you want me to look nice, right? You want me to look presentable. I'm not presentable. I got a bonnet on right now. You guys, as always, on this channel, make sure you pray for all those that's involved. I'm going to say this. I don't think Dalton has never been, they're saying, I think they feel like they're under attack. But I want to say that Dalton has never been under surveillance like they are right now. This is crazy surveillance, right? So people are critiquing their every move and they're really defensive about that. So we're going to pray for all those involved, right, wrong, or indifferent, that everybody find the way and everybody do the right thing, okay? I appreciate you all. Don't forget, Miss T gonna be there, and I'm gonna try to stream a little bit. That's April 27th, right? I'm gonna try to stream a little bit. And I'll try to see if anybody have a contact on Miss Mary Avant. Could you let me know? Because I would like to do a one little piece where I'm not talking, she's talking, and she's telling us about the event and what she needs. And we could do that tomorrow if you guys have a connect with Mary Avant. All right, thank you so much, you guys. As always, if they try to sue me, now I'm not gonna use a regular clip. This is all I'm trying to do.
So all I'm saying to you is like, come on, guys, we got to do better. We have to do better. And all I can tell you is that I am a fighter, and y'all know that. So when you come for me, be prepared for the fight, because at the end of the day, they talked about Jesus Christ. So why don't I think y'all are not going to do me the same way? Somebody that's healing y'all and helping y'all. Same thing I'm over here doing, right? Healing and helping.
Right, asking another employee who went on that trip.
You went down to Springfield, and what were you hoping to do in Springfield?
You need to ask the people that handles that. I'm not the one that handled it. I was just right.
I'm trying to heal and help y'all. But if y'all don't want to listen, y'all try to sue me.
I got some clothes. I got some jewelry. The rest I got tied up in investments. I ain't got nothing else.
That's all I got, and I'm putting my sunglasses on. Take care of yourself and each other. Bye.
Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Comment Blue Commentary Burgundy Blue Commentary Blue Commentary Burgundy Commentary Commentary